Hello, guys. How's it going?
Hello, what's
Hello,
the crack?
Spork-bearer.
So I'm going to be joined today by both Civite and Kalon. I'm going to add Civite's name and little picture, and because I'm going to have to go AFK a bit today. So we're going to
What is
preview
your avatar? I can't remember.
Cheney I had.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
well,
think the new Cheney as well. What a nice toy, catching the ball
yeah,
and everything.
yeah, it's a really nice toy.
Mm.
So
Yeah, I do want him, even if he is 4-year-old. Stupid 4-year-old.
let's have a quick look at the teams while we wait for them to load in.
Yeah, let's. Cool. So we've got Chocoholics up first. This is, I think, myself and Shabir are both agreed that this is a lovely, lovely lizard.
Yeah, it's next to perfect. Like, what
Yeah.
else do you want? Block on the Croxigore, some more skills on the Soros. Like, but
There's no block on
it's
the
so
Crocs.
nice and trim. There is no fat. There is nearly no fat in this team.
There's no
That's
fat
what
in
you
this thing.
want.
Yeah. Yeah, he had some. Anytime a lizard managed to get like the diving tackle sidestepper skink, if he'd rolled anything else but agility, he was going to get fired.
Yeah.
And he's had a couple of guys with that many skills who he just fired. Keep it
Mm.
really lean. It's just really really tasty. Tackle was the skill he took on the level up on that Saurus.
Which is
We
fair.
knew that he had one going in. It makes sense coming into an Amazon game. I might have gone with Frenzy, but Aenghus is a very uh,
Tasty lizard.
he's
Yeah.
not a very adventurous player. He does everything by the numbers, and I think he wouldn't like the idea of not being in control of one of his pieces, which I totally understand.
Mhm. And now with 3 tackle, one of them with Mighty Blow and a Prehensile Tail, which is Stand Firm and Strength 5. The Amazons might have a bit of trouble moving around.
I agree entirely. Yeah, especially with the break tackle on that Crocs and being able to park a DT somewhere nearby,
Yeah.
that could give him serious mobility issues, which is one of the few things that Amazons actually kind of have going for them.
Mhm.
So yeah, I
Amazons
think
can roll dice though.
they can roll dice. They can, and sometimes you just can't. You go pow fishing, and even with 3 tackle, you might just not find it. So let's have a look at Saigorei, and yeah, these are it's a lot of it's a lot of blodge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is only 3 Mighty Blow, right?
Correct. Yeah, it's not got a huge amount of teeth. He suffered from a lot of casualties, and then kind of ended up taking skills that he kind of felt he had to catch up.
Yeah.
But the lack of mighty blow is a bit of an issue. Only one wrestler as well, only one dedicated sacker. Does have tackle. He has a chunk of tackle. I think the skinks might actually be in a bit of a hard time.
There
Has
is
that
only one.
wonderful
Sorry, continue.
the I've been making fun of him since he took it at the start. Harley Quinn right up the top. He got a doubles on a blitzer and took
Leader.
leader,
Oh,
which just hurts me in my face.
shame.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but hey, she's got other
Yeah.
skills now. So, but
Yeah.
the leader being there does give him 4 rerolls. Um, yeah, there's not really much to say about the team. There's a lot of niggles.
Well,
There's a lot of
there is, yeah. The one thing that this team is missing is a few stat ups.
yeah,
Amazons with a few stat ups, especially movement up, they really
big
grind
time.
for movement up.
Yeah.
Because movement 6 can be very limiting at times.
It really is very limiting, and especially when one of his catchers has only moved 5 as well.
Yeah.
Sidestep might make up for it a little bit, but I mean everything on the lizard team is as fast, if not faster, than them. And that's not a good thing when you're playing against a big mash team like lizards. Fair amount of guard, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's
more guard than the lizards.
yeah,
If
one
positioning
more, yeah,
goes their way, it can really cause trouble to the lizards. You
without a
know,
doubt,
just
yeah,
just park a single blodger to each Soros, and then all of a sudden you have a complete team versus 4 skinks.
yeah. No, I agree with you. Yeah, it definitely can tie them down pretty well. The placement of those guards is going to be pretty crucial. That and yeah, you really would like to have seen a couple more stand firm over some of the other skills that were taken as well, though. Blodge, stand firm, guard, uh, Amazon
Frenzy
blitzers.
defend.
You can just get 4 of them, and they're ridiculously good. But yeah,
Yeah.
it is what it is. It's a nice little team. not much money to be in separating the two. There's only 50k in the difference.
So it's a babe.
But yeah, it's a babe. It's a babe.
So will it be a lad then for Amazons?
I beg your pardon? Oh
Will it be
yeah,
a lad?
it's the guy from the Diet Coke commercial.
No, I think I'm thinking of Dothman, from The Simpsons.
Oh yeah, very good. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Duffman.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, the camera.
Yeah.
All right, we
Excellent.
don't know who won the toss, but the Lizards are defending.
Yeah.
I think the
Put on the
Lizards won
skills
to
there for
defend.
us, Sylvan. Fantastic, brilliant. There we go.
Thank you. I do think the Lizards want to defend, so
Yes, I agree.
I'm expecting they won the toss.
Yeah. No, actually, it looks like the
Are they
Amazons have
defending?
set up
Looks
in
like-
defense by the look of it. It looks like this is Amazons in defense.
Yeah, because this is the second setup.
Yeah. So that's an
Alright.
interesting. Can you just check the bribes there? He's got 4 rerolls on Saigorai's side. What else has he got? Yeah, so he went with the babe. He also has fame. Good
Yes.
lord, that was a high roll.
He has 14 to 12, so he's able to foul if he brings down a Saros or two.
Yeah, indeed. But yeah, just before the game, I noticed when we were looking at the rosters that Chocoholics have 11 fan factor and Saigorei had 7. So coming out with the fame is also hopefully not an indicator of things to come.
Yeah.
With some starting with the high rolls and aiming to keep it that way.
Yeah. Interesting choice to put the agility 4 on the line of scrimmage.
Isn't it?
If the Amazons are defending.
Yeah, isn't it?
I don't agree with that choice.
No, neither do I. Probably the most useful skill he has here in this game.
Agility 4, yeah.
Oh, and Throw Rock stopped by the kiosk. The Squig sandwich stopping all Throw Rock.
Who's kiosk? Because the Amazons have the fame. All of a sudden, they might have cut themselves off a dead Soros.
Yeah, indeed. It's the skinks are the people with the. From what I understand, I think he's got elven grass on the Amazon Stadium.
Yikes!
Yeah, indeed, yeah. So okay.
As we have seen, no pause. Like that's
No
the strength
pause.
of the Amazons.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just can't put them down.
Yeah. So a couple of opening hits, nothing going down. Even going with the hits from the. Well, he does get the power on this hit.
Can't follow up because he will be giving up a block for free.
Decides to anyway. No, not why.
Now the clocks will go stupid because that's
Yeah. It'd be early to use the Crocs yet. I think we're gonna probably see. Would have been nice to have the direct hit ahead isn't on that wrestle. It is one of the good arguments for having Juggernaut over piling on. But with
I think we'll see the hit in the leader. Trying to get rid of that
that extra reroll.
Reroll. Yeah, a reroll, Mighty Blow, and card all in one piece. You might as well try to get rid of it.
That is pretty good. Yeah. Should make it 3D. Has the pieces to do so. Probably.
He might be offering a surf to do 3 dice, or offer some skinks.
Yeah, I mean, the guys to give the assist would be sidesteppers, etc. But
that's true.
Yeah, I think he's proving to be nice and
you were
conservative.
Right. Oh, that line woman has a niggle. Well, that's very
She does. Just a stun, and he's going to regret not having followed that up to do the piling on.
Yeah.
I suppose he doesn't want to give away the early foul, knowing that Sean will foul him.
It will be hard to defend that foul as well.
Yes, it would. But a nice stun, nevertheless. Does concede some space on the side. I'm sure I'm a fan. Is allowing some through.
There is options of like that whole sideline is open while giving it up. Well, I guess he's offering a Soros block for free. Like, so he doesn't take the sideline, but then the other Soros in the center is also wide open.
Wide open, yeah, with a lot of guard that can get put in there.
Yeah.
We still have the Crocs hit to come. We do have the Sure Hands pick up, so I'm not particularly worried about that. He is going to keep himself nice and deep, so maybe it's a feint to allow them to come through.
Yeah.
But I think honestly, it looks like it was an overprotect on his killer.
Yeah.
By placing that Saurus one too far ahead. I don't think you need to be that cautious about it. Skinks can score from will. Nothing wrong at all with him being back this far either.
Yeah, it's
Doesn't
not like
need to take any space. Yeah.
Yeah, if Amazons move forward, he might try to get them out of position, and the Crocs does not throw a block. That's a surprise.
Yeah. I think that's not sure about that. If he wasn't going to use him for the block, he might as well have tried to go for the dodge to make some stuff, make him be able to hold up that wing, or even be able to go to the left.
A lot of protection. Yeah, even just the push gives a lot of protection to that other Saurus.
Oh, it does have stand firm, actually, I realise now.
Fair enough.
So that might be a good reason to have done it. Amazon's immediately getting the hit in.
Yep.
Put a lot of assists in to get this one hit. Nothing happening on the armor 9, as he did decide to hit with the agility guy. Gonna have to make that dodge off the line with the stand firm at some stage. I think even with her being stand firm guard, I don't think you can leave her there to take those hits, because that will hurt. Looks like he's going in for another dice here.
I guess he might try the pile around now, like just blitz it off.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah. Just a question of how he does it. I suppose if he manages to go through from the inside out, he can manage to use the thrower he just advanced as part of the foul cage, but there's not a huge amount of people left to come over to make that foul.
Indeed. No one can do that foul because he has too many good pieces in the board.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, it's an annoyance that sometimes you just want to have some chaff.
Yeah.
That's
exactly it.
A 50k lineman with linewoman with dodge is superb at being able to stand on the line of scrimmage, likely not go down, can go and do other things as well, especially with fouls and whatnot. I think he was tempted by the reroll there.
1 second, I'll be right back.
He's going to stay. I reckon he'll probably move one to the right to get the extra assist, to get that extra hit in. Or indeed go around the corner. Does manage to hold up the line somewhat, but we'll see. Does get this next 2 dice, and that one does manage to get them down. Have our first armor break on the lizards, and an injury in straight away is pretty huge. It's a badly hurt, and he does Apo it straight away to get that player back in the game. I think it's a brave Apo. I think it's probably the right thing to do. I think being able to have your big guard guy is good. He is going to be very nervous about the rest of the game, though. Very nice worked hit by the Amazons to get that. Oh, and Tail comes in along with tackle to make that 4+ dodge just that little bit too hard. Does opt to put in the reroll and makes it on reroll. Gets the 75%er and does manage to tie down the other side of pitch. Not sure about the reroll, to be honest, but it is what it is. Okay, so he might be reeling a bit here, Aenghus. Doubt he was expecting to take a casualty so early. I think, as we discussed in the game beforehand, having only 3 Mighty Blow does mean that he probably doesn't fear a huge amount of damage output from Zons. I think that sometimes can be a little bit of a failing in understanding exactly how bashy Zons can be. Their ability to stay in the fight is definitely puts them more in the bash side of the hybrid team than some of the other hybrid teams. Just because they come with dodge doesn't mean that they use it to dodge around the place. Certainly their movement is an indicator of how that's supposed to be, how they're played. So we could expect some more damage, but it's a long time off. Trying to crack armor 9 is tough. I think he'll do fine. Go straight in with the hit on the and the reroll. Very rowdy reroll. Straight in for the hit. That is a niggled thrower, so I can totally understand the decision. He's going to be very upset with that lack of anything out of it. very rowdy reroll for turn 2 is down to 2 rerolls for the rest of the half. And being down a Saurus as well, I think he might be in danger of falling into a little bit of a trap here. Not expecting them to have done so much damage, not expecting them to be so resilient. There's no more hits to be taken. So I think it's just a question of being able to pass off and do some other things now. When he fully bases up, which I think is pretty brave and pretty cool. Now, he does want to make sure he can get his Crocs in there, but does make me question where exactly the ball is going to go. Obviously, it's great to be getting all of these basings and hits off, but where does the ball come into it if you've got a wall there and both of your sides of your pitch are open to advancement? But we'll see what happens. I think he's willing to just do the full base and rely on the speed of the skinks and their agility to get them out of any disastrous situations. I suppose as long as he manages to keep the left-hand side of this pitch pretty screened off, he will only have to worry about the guys coming down on the right. That might be okay for him.
That whole pacing versus a team that has more guard than you can backfire hard.
Yeah, big time.
Now a few Soros go down, and the Amazons can just go all the way through, and all of a sudden you have a completely split team.
Well, just as you said, I have to step out. He did indeed lose a guard Saurus to an injury, and immediately Appo'd it. Yeah.
Okay.
So Appo gone, and exactly what you said. Gave away one too many hits.
That's it.
Saigorei did work it so that he got the additional hit after the blitz, and the mighty blow did come to pay on a guard Saurus. But the guard Saurus will be back later. He has decided to base up, and he's trying to make sure that nobody can get in range of any of his skinks. The wrestle skink there is a pretty fantastic piece to have. Should anything decide to come back, you can always just gang up on them with skinks, do the old velociraptor on them. It's a pretty effective thing to do. Sorry, I beg your pardon, chat. I haven't been reading. I only just noticed that Unforgiven had said. Yes. Zons are definitely way bashier than expected. And you're quite right. He can't afford to have what happened to Scrofula happen to him. Scrofula did manage to get through that game with just badly hurts. And indeed 2 levels on 2 different Saurus. Saurai.
Sauruses?
Sauropodes. Yeah. But yes, Sauruses, if you want to be, correct. So a reroll used on the blitz by the killer on the niggled catcher. So we are down to 2 rerolls for the lizards, failing to get a POW in either of them. Did go for the greed hit. However, the blitzer trying to dodge away from the Crocs in order to strengthen the position did have to reroll the 4+ to get out of there. Tackle doing its job, standing next to tail, making it a 4+.
Mm-hmm. I guess we'll see a cookie cutter hit on the break tackle piece.
It does look like that's the hit that's coming in. Strange angle to do it from.
Yeah, great reroll.
We'll take the block. Oh, and the reroll does come in. Is going for the full pylon.
Maybe.
Well, I suppose knowing that the apothecary has already been used is probably giving him some amount of. I've got to pile that on. Oh, it's a KO. So I think you leave that go. Yeah. So he does indeed. But a huge removal. That's another tackle out and another Saurus out, and all of a sudden we're down to 4 strength 4. And yeah, this guard wall is definitely going to be able to make its presence known. No removals at all for the lizards. Probably not that surprising given how few attacks he's given. How few blocks he's given away. Killer stands and is okay. He goes for the Crocs. He's going to need to invest a lot of points in here. I think he may just decide to go for the Rowdy foul around the back. Does have 2 assists on this with the niggled thrower. And it being a niggled thrower, probably not a terrible idea to just, high roll, keep the pressure on. Opts against it, decides he is going to go in for the hit on the Saigorei. That's just a 1D though. Because the girl hitting is indeed still in guard. You can take the... Yeah, that's it. Just a 1D. Unless he wants to invest some more, which I think probably isn't such a great idea. No, he is going to see if he can kick this 1 dice off from the center. Yeah.
No, should I on the side, then
2
1
die on the
die
side,
on the
and 1
Crocs.
die from the Jill. Yeah. It's a block. That's not going anywhere. Has another pop if he wants.
Yeah.
Just a push. It's probably all he needed. Will stay. Take the 1 dice with the agility, and then take the follow-up hit with the catcher on the Crocs as the last action. Ooh, straight for the Crocs. Well, he'll stand firm all day long, I think.
No, you won't.
I mean, he was on a lot of guys there. You want to foul? Oh, there's nobody around.
That's exactly why. Like, you are already down men's, so by pushing that way, you know that he's not gonna follow, and all of a sudden
there we've got the skull does come in.
Yeah.
Ooh,
There's only so many 1 dice you can roll. And, does it's fully
knocked out.
rewarded for his 1 dice plays by getting a full removal. And that will indeed be a turnover. Would you not be tempted to stay firm there just to keep as many of them based as possible?
No, because that's not keeping people based. That's just giving away another block on the Croxiger for no reason.
Yeah, that's
fair. If you're free, then you may tag whomever you want instead of tagging too many people, which means you're being blocked for free.
Yeah. I think with the Blitz being able to come up from the Croxigor, though, or from the Saurus on the ground, which is his killer, I think he does want to make the hit. Being able to tie up some of those guard players would probably be not a bad option. But I take your point. You're probably right. You play a lot more lizards than I do, so I'll bow to your wisdom.
Now, having all of those skinks back is a hindrance, because being so many people down, he would like to just dash past all of the blob of Amazons and just score early to be back to full strength. But now, this looks grim.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah. I mean, yeah, down 2 lads is a pretty big deal. They're important lads as well. Yeah, looks like he's going to make some space. Does have a huge amount, there's not a huge amount of Amazon pressure on that side of the pitch. So I think he's right to make some amount of space. Maybe tease some of the Amazons into coming back. I think he could probably spare one of those skinks, though. I think he could probably spare one of the rookies to come up and give him some help in getting this hit off with his killer.
I would have liked to see a skink also move forward to be a bit of a threat of a handoff.
Yes,
because it means that they have some resources have to be put into it. Otherwise, it just dashes past the Amazons and they can't do anything about it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I just noticed. Oh no, there is 1 tackle on that side of the pitch, and it was that one that he just got a hit off on. But yeah, not a lot going from these black dice. Has he knocked his on down yet? One Zon went down, and 1 knocked herself out on her own skull. So not getting any of the dice, but it happens. Blitz still to come. Is this a Crocs Blitz?
It is a Crocs Blitz.
Crocs Blitz around the side onto the leader could push his Saurus out and get him some more. Get him free.
That's a nice play, actually. I quite like that.
Yeah. He's got the movement to do it. He's got the strength to do it. And you're not really losing out on much if it doesn't work out. Push is all you really need. You just want to get that guy out of there so that he can go and do something next half.
Or even if you don't get the POW, then you can tie up 2 Amazons with Croxigor and a Saurus with tackle.
Yes. Agreed. He is very risk averse, though, Aenghus. I think he may do it. I think he may see it. I think as the clock ties down, he has decided just not to do it. Instead, just to base up that side. I think he's just going to go for the 5-up dodge here. He even got a 1 dice. Just went straight for the 5-up.
Yeah.
That's fine. There's nothing to reroll that. Yeah.
But that's getting fouled.
It is fierce getting fouled. Yeah, I think I preferred my play. Any ideas for the Amazons? I mean, they've kind of got most of the central of the board now. They can keep all of those big guys stuck on that side of the pitch pretty much if they want to.
I will say just screen that side, blitz the block guard tackle piece in the center, and foul the killer. Just put a bit of pressure forwards, keep that side protected, and threaten the ball.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And definitely with that thrower that's niggled, that's the one who just moved over there. There is a niggled thrower on the pitch, probably definitely one I would be fouling with. If you've got a niggle on the pitch, you might as well use it to some effect before it gets sent off without your say-so.
Yeah, I think he might do it just with the line woman with block.
Yeah, the line
least skilled
block.
player.
Yeah, definitely.
Will we see another grid reroll?
Oh, I can't imagine he will. It's only turn 3. Oh my good lord.
I do not agree with that.
No.
No, he has only one reroll for 5 turns.
That is. He started with 4. So that is pretty crazy. Pile on without breaking armor. Absolutely nothing happening from that. That was a big ask on piling on.
And now if something is getting fouled, it's going to have to be the block guard tackle instead of the killer.
Now it has to be, yeah. In which case he's left his killer off the hook.
Yeah. Ready to blitz something.
Yeah. So he might just feed it an Amazon as a way of stopping it doing anything else. I suppose in this case you do actually just feed it the foul is going to come in there. You just feed it the rookie, probably from the bottom side.
No, because you need the rookie to do the foul.
Of course you do. Here we go. Does have the dice on the Crocs to get rid of him. That's not good enough. You've used your reroll. He will stand firm this one. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And then he'll take the second one, and let's see some skulls. So that we can all laugh. Oh, unfortunate. That's fine. It's absolutely grand. And here we've got the foul coming in.
Yeah.
Doesn't even roll. Rolls a 3. Well, indeed. Not terribly hard to get that guy out of there either.
Yeah, no. He can't, though. He has to stand up and sacrifice for a block. Move the Soros all to the side and the Skinks to make a bit of a sideline for them to go through.
Yeah,
I will have even left the Croxigore for last so he can do the dodge and tie up some people that are down.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. It's just a question of how much infrastructure he manages to put in here or not. I mean, the Crocs, cool, it's holding up 4 players for now, but that's a lot of investment, and I don't agree with that guy going in there. I don't think he can win this Bash Fest, and he seems to be determined to do it. And as PC would say, if the plan A isn't working, then change your plan.
Yeah, this might be a bit of stubborn ball.
Yeah, indeed.
He had a plan in his head before the game.
Yes.
And now he's not changing it.
Yes. It always amazes me that people. I even had a row with Andy Davo about it. He was insisting that Amazons were an agility-based team. They're not. They're just not. They're a bash team. People see the dodge and immediately think that, oh well, it's about them moving around. If it was about their movement, they'd be movement 8. It's very much about them being able to stand there, take punches all day long.
And again, no POW.
Again with the lack of POW, and he didn't realize that was sidestep, I'd say, or he wouldn't have made that the blitz. His actions were probably trying to get that girl out of there. Can't follow this, you might as well just stay on it. I think it might be an idea to start bringing the skink somewhere more central. It's a question of how much he's willing to rely on the tail and the ability of the crocs to stay standing. But I think that's probably is still the safer side. I think you can park the diving tackle just outside the range of that catcher to make sure that she doesn't get through. And make some bit of a screen, maybe 3 or 4 squares back from the line of scrimmage.
Lizards do have to take the right side of the field now.
Yes, I agree.
Hope that not too many are able to come back.
But block it. I don't think they're in a position to immediately move to the right-hand side, though. I think they're going to need to do it in the next turn. So I think staging in the center is probably the best opportunity. If he feints to go right, then he may be able to break through the left-hand side. But trying to go there now and overextending himself is probably going to be a mistake. Yeah. So I think I like this. Don't like that. Don't like that. Okay. That's not sidestep on the front either.
We could see the agility guy going 2 squares behind the block guard piece next to the block guard tackle piece.
Yeah, that would be exactly where I'd like it to go, but...
So for a bit of a threat of a dash to the side.
Yeah. I mean, it can just go straight through the middle on 2s, right?
Yeah.
But, nope. He's more interested in keeping it safe, I think.
Which is fair, but at this point he has to play a bit risky.
I agree.
Still, it's only turn 4, and he still has 2 rerolls to the Amazon's 1, so...
Yeah.
Will we see another reroll used this turn?
The Crocs went straight down on the first hit. Doesn't stand firm.
Which I liked.
Yeah. But that's a lot of hits being given away on these skinks now. He's freed up a tackler, mighty blow tackle at that. And I'm really sorry, I keep being behind on chat. Yes, Jetty, yeah, that's kind of what I've been saying all the way through, that they are a bash team. Yeah. So nothing doing from the mighty blow hit on the skink, which is great news if you're into the skinks. Shame he had to make that hit on the second. His second hit had to come with the stand firm. That stand firm would have been a nice piece to be able to place on the inside of this to make it somewhat stronger. Would be interesting to see what he decides to put through. I can definitely see. You're not strong enough, is it? I think he needs to make some more ground and get around those skinks. Even if they can move through super quickly, they still have to roll some dice. But he has got tackle on the ball. I suppose he's trying just not to give away any hits. The guard placement there does make it very difficult for the skinks to get anything uphill dice. Down goes this guy. Manages to free up the others somewhat by using the chain push well. The last action is going to be that catcher to run around the back. His killer is free to reposition now as well. Interesting game, Shavide.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to go this way, but that's what Amazon's do.
Yeah. I think we're both a little bit shocked at not only the amount of willingness to just engage and take the hits that the lizards went into, but also how just how little damage any of the Amazons have taken. That one KO again coming as a result of him rolling a skull. Not one POW yet. Oh, I tell a lie. One POW on the line of scrimmage. But it's not exactly that he's POW fishing either. He does have a sizable amount of tackle. He can't reroll this. He will reroll it. He can't reroll this.
No, he won't.
But watch, he'll reroll it. Oh, he didn't. Well done. That was his niggled catcher as well, which is why I was almost positive he was going to reroll it. So, that does set up some stuff. You can get some of these guys free. Yeah, you can get some of these guys free.
I will nearly be tempted to just blitz the rookie line woman with block, hand off to the movement 9 and dash. Try to tie up those guys that are, and just try to run for it.
Yeah, I think you're right. That 3+ is definitely more appealing than trying to dodge off tack.
Well, it's the same deal, but
yeah.
You don't die if you fail.
Correct. And that being stand firm means he hasn't managed to that Saurus. So that's pretty interesting. Yeah, I think you're right. He's trying to work out if there's anywhere he can get a wrestle punch. But that is the movement 9. I think the rookie skink's going to have to be sacrificed to the guards. And the sidestep skink, while being super useful, is kind of fine where he is. I think maybe, well, no, you do want to risk the 3+ off. There was very little in it, Jetty Bear, so only 50k gave the Amazons a babe.
I don't like that blitz.
Nope. And it doesn't work either because there's no tackle on that.
Yeah.
So it just takes the block. You can't take the blitz, take the dodge off. I mean, you can try it, but I don't think it's the right move when he's got so many other things to do this turn. No, he doesn't. So, yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. The 3+ to handoff is probably the best option. He'll be worried about his skink, though, and will probably prefer to put the 3+ into the reroll on the skink for the dodge off.
It could be an idea now to just retreat and go back deep in your half. Like, you might as well not give us a touchdown rather than try to score yourself. Like, set up yourself for a stronger second half, even if defending.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's only turn 5, and skinks can score from pretty much anywhere they want.
Indeed.
If you can manage to get the ball at least back this turn and maybe onto the agility piece, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that by guy being the one that's holding the ball. He still has the sidestep and everything else and the defensive ability that the other one does, with there being no strip ball in the team. So does opt for it, does get it. And is he going to go for the handoff? He is. So that's good. I think that's probably the correct call. The question now of whether he's willing to invest anything. Decide.
Where's he gonna go now?
Oh, he's just gonna go for it. That's true tackle. Okay. Yeah. And is he gone?
He's gone.
Yeah. I mean, okay. He still has some work to do here.
Yeah, but he's gone, but he's nowhere near safe.
Correct.
There is like 2 dice, 3 dice with tackle are very possible.
Correct. Yeah. So does he try the 3+ through here as well? He does. He does pop dodge. Is he willing to throw in a reroll in this? I think he kind of has to. And he doesn't. He gets the 1 in 9. Yeah. Oh, full snake. Yeah, and the stun. That is very unfortunate. Well, the dodge would have failed anyway, right?
Yeah.
So the stun is, adds a little bit of insult to injury on the dodge square away. Should he decide to just, I mean, he's got the 2 dice on the skink in front of him to free up tackle. He's got another guard at the back to make this 3 dice. So here we go. Just set that up. He's just going to stand most of his players. Go for the hit with the rookie guard. Yep. Gets the push. That's all he needed. Stay is fine so that he can add his guard to keep the guard on the Crocs. Debating it. Yeah, not sure. Don't know if that's much of a pressure. I think I would have rather have him on that, but it is what it is.
And now the question is, do you do a GFI, like do you do the block on the Soros to free a line woman or a blitzer to do a GFI so you can make it a 3 dice on the roll, or do you just go for the straight 2 dice with block mighty blow tackle?
Well, the thing I'm more worried about is what happens when you knock the ball down. Where does it go, and who have you got to recover it? So I'm not normally a fan of taking hits before you have to do the important hit, but in this case, he does have to free up some stuff to go places. Or maybe even just to make sure that they're free so that they can react to where the throw-in happens.
Mm-hmm.
Fully rolled, and just the KO is okay. But that is the killer gone for the rest of the drive. And this is coming up more and more Amazons.
Fair play to them. They've done the right thing all the time.
I agree 100%, yeah. I do make jokes about Saigorei being a lucker dog, but he's played this all really, really well. He's done all of the right things. Well, the exception of some questionable rowdy rerolls, but he's done all the right things. He's changed his game pattern as appropriate. Changing his target from the foul and stuff like that was also correct. So yeah, I think we're both in agreement there that he's definitely played this better. So just the 2 dice. Doesn't really matter about the angle. Puts in his last reroll, does get it down.
Yeah, kind of had to be done.
Yeah,
no armor
that's fair.
break means
no armor break is pretty huge. And what's he going to do about where the ball position is? Because this is what I alluded to earlier. How does he get that ball?
Can't go for the pickup. You can't.
He can't go for the pickup. No. Not with the reroll gone and not with it being on the sideline. But I mean, it's a 4+ pickup for that skink, and they're pretty much in, right?
Yeah.
So trying to get back to make it a little bit better.
3+ dodge to foul that skink. Even if it's
yeah,
to tackle, or even 4+ with a reroll from the Croxigor.
Yeah,
just foul it.
I think you're right. I think that's the right play. And it looks like no, we're just going for the pickup by the look of it.
Oof.
Gets it.
Oh.
Yeah. Foul now. Yeah, I think I'd foul. I think I'd foul with the ball carrier. Probably not from that square, but yeah, I think I would. Yeah.
No, just dodge the block line woman and foul with her. 75% of the time. What can go wrong?
I mean, they have dodge, like it's basically guaranteed. 75%. When do they ever go wrong?
Yeah, can we pick up the ball all the time?
Right? Yeah.
Oh.
Wow, that one was. Oh no, that wasn't off tackle either. The one I would have dodged though.
That's nice because that protects the ball from getting surfed.
It does. It does. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Yeah. Yeah, well played. Very well played.
I guess you have to start to play defense now.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, difficult to play defense when half your team's missing on your offense, but yes. Yes, indeed. It would be pretty tricky to get through here. Does he still go for the 1 dice surf?
You have to, yeah?
Yeah, but it involves a 5+ off as well, though. So he has to take the hit from the central The center
he just,
guard.
he just blocks that line.
Oh, yeah.
That thrower, and
Yeah.
now it's free.
Doesn't
Just
follow.
don't follow.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty good. So he gets the 1 dice on surf.
If he sees it.
If he sees it, yeah, I think he may just decide to hit from a different angle.
He could make it 2 dice as well. Oh no. Oh no.
No, that wasn't the right play at all.
He could have even made it 2 dice by moving the front Soros over to grant the guard, and then GFI with the guy that did the blitz.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the follow is poor as well. I mean, there's no way through there, right? So now he still ends up putting the ball, the guy where we thought he'd make the blitz from. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That seems like a missed opportunity. I think there's an amount of panic setting in on poor old Aenghus, and not really knowing what to do, and just getting some hits on guys is all. No, Jetty. If he makes the hit it's a 1 dice hit, but if he comes up to the top and stands in between the wrestle and the guard with the leader, he can push and then push off. So it's about you go up to the top and hit back into the corner, which is the play myself and Shavita were pointing at. Yeah.
You blitz from the square, between the leader and the wrestle,
Correct. Yeah. You go back down, right, and then when you push that girl into the girl with the ball, and the girl with the ball, the only push square she has available are out, so she goes out. So no, he doesn't need to have another piece on the other side of that. It's a different position. Yes, exactly, the other corner. Yeah. Which is why we were complimenting, well, Shavita pointed it out, the dropping back of the stand firm was important, but that was the blitz that we were both talking about. It was from that square. It was just a question of who did it. So he cleaned up the right guy and then made the wrong blitz, is the long and short of it. It is only a 1 die, but I mean, that's fine, because it serves the ball. No movement from the back skinks either, still trying to keep them, I don't know, safe. Yeah, and that really matters overall right now.
And now the Amazons don't have to do much.
No,
you don't have to score to have succeeded on their drive.
Without a doubt, yeah. I think I'd.
And that's regardless of
what
happens, there's only one KO roll for the Saurus, and there is 2 very important Saurus out.
I like he needs to, if he puts the stand firm in right on the corner and then brings somebody up to foul that skink, I think it's worthwhile. Even if he doesn't gain any position, as you say, he has everything right for the turn, or for the drive. So I think I'd foul that skink. With that in mind, he didn't even move the skink. The skink could have 2+ out of there. He was worried about the reroll, but I mean, come on, man, you gotta. Okay, just use the ball carrier as an assist. That's never gone wrong.
He's gonna pow it.
Of course he is. Fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, he's got like 4 dice on it. It's low. There you go. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it just hurts me so much.
Well, he has no rerolls, so he can't fail.
Yeah, that's how you know that he's not going to fail, is because of the lack of rerolls. Oh, and the agility 4 is the DT as well. So, yeah. Okay. So here's the blitz. Yep. Will we pile on? We will not, because we don't get the knockdown. So stuck there. Might as well stay. Yeah, might as well stay. There's no real pressure here. I think it's a shame having to just leave one of the guards back there to babysit that skink. think it's going to have to be the tackle as well. But you have to leave it alone now. And we've got a failed dodge from the tail into a stun. Okay. So there might be two dice on the ball here. I'm not sure, but I think there might be 2 dice on the ball.
I don't see it. Well, yeah, I guess there is, yeah.
Yeah.
The Croxigore is there to be a nuisance. Yeah. He'll have to sacrifice a skink for it, but totally worth it.
To be honest, he could just use the wrestle skink to do the actual hit. So he gets some things. No, you want to hit with strength 4. So yeah. I mean, the Crocs could. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, if he has the. Oh no, maybe he might need a POW. He might need to cancel assists, then get a POW on the thrower with blocks or hands, and then blitz it. The other option is just to do the 5+ with the block mighty blow guard, or use the skinks, as you well pointed out.
Yeah, I think the skinks are the way to do it. I mean, you can just go through those, get some skinks on the backside, use the wrestle to just go around and hit it. There's no tackle in your way, and at most like three pluses. Everything else is kind of fine, and you don't bother doing anything with the other guy until that doesn't do anything for you.
Well, he's going to use the side stepper.
There, yeah. And just base her. Okay. Just go straight back, right?
Yeah. That blocks the path for the Croxigore to base her too.
It
nice
does.
Side step.
Yeah. Yeah, fair. Yeah, fair.
No armor break is big, because that's a guard piece.
It is, yeah. The guard catcher, that's the move 5 catcher. Just move 5, not niggled. So that's nice. Okay. So going to give him nothing doing there. But he's fine to just keep them on the line, I suppose. This is his turn 7, and he needs a scoring threat. It's going to have to be the there's nothing wrong with bringing the wrestle around to the back of the ball, and I think he's going to have to bring the sure hands through as well. And then as the last option, yes, you're not really doing anything there, unfortunately. He's just a bit too afraid of getting it hurt. The wrestler should be on the ball. Yeah, he's just given up on the score now. And the agility one is going to have to just roll to... Oh, he's going with the break tackle. Okay. So wrestle still should come through and sit on the other side of the ball, and I think the agility one is going to have to get into... it is bad, yeah. The agility one is going to have to get into...
That guard blitzer is ready for a handoff and run away.
Yeah, that's very much your scoring threat, yeah. And not that hard to get rid of that. That Saurus off so that it's just a straight 3+. And not much to worry about with nothing but one skink in the backfield. Okay. Good. That I'm delighted with. Genuinely delighted.
He's going to bring also the diving tackle as well.
I think diving tackle needs to get into scoring. No, he just doesn't do anything with it. I think he just ran out of time. I think he was gearing himself up to rolling the dice because he's so conservative. He finds it very difficult to roll dice, and he has to build himself up to it and then just runs out of time, which is very frustrating for him as well.
I guess the wrestler gets blitzed.
Yeah, well, you can just... Yeah. Yeah. I mean, even if it's about down, what are you going to do? Is the problem he's going to have to take that 3+ off, though?
No, he doesn't, because he can block the source with that line with the...
after the next thing. Yeah, but hopefully... Well,
it will have to be a POW, but I mean...
Yeah, it has to be a POW, yeah. because he's just yeah, but that's fine too. Of course, bringing the tackle back there does mean that the agility 5 is now free, but I mean, free in what sense? It's not in scoring range, and that was the other scoring threat has just been removed. So, this is definitely no score for the. And yeah, just roll pause. Just roll pause. Okay. About as straightforward as they come.
Now the question is, do you hand off now, or do you get a scoring threat first and then hand off? Well,
Yeah.
and then hand off the next turn.
Yeah, I think he's right. You do have to. Yeah, you have to get the scoring threat in first, because if the threat isn't in, then it doesn't matter what you do next.
Yeah.
I think if he really wanted to, he still has that other girl free at the back as well. There's no point in babysitting that agility skink anymore because she doesn't have tackle either. So he can screen it off the backside if needs be as well. So yeah, bringing the guard into bear. Just make it a little bit harder for them to get around and just get that girl into position so that she can move down and make the handoff next turn. Probably sideline, because can't be reached if she's sidelined. She can be based, but the wrestle's off the pitch. I suppose if you sideline though, yeah, he'll probably just bring his skinks in and get the one dice to start for you, yeah.
Yeah, or even a pillar, yeah. I guess just move in so you're in handoff area range.
Yeah.
And not worry, lizards can't score. If you don't score either, that's absolutely fine.
Yes, so what, yeah. Yeah, so what, 2 squares between the line and the chick that just moved?
He might even do the 2 GFIs.
That is get in range herself. I suppose it's not terrible, but lack of rerolls, but yeah, it's not terrible. I don't think that's the right square. I think he can get that free. And get a Crocs free. Yeah, he's realized it himself. And if he's making the GFI, he might as well make another. Get in range himself, yeah. Because the 2-2s are better than the 3+ handoff. Yeah. And now it's just a 2-2 to score unless the... Well, he can get a Saurus free to make this block, though. But it requires the Crocs. But can you keep it the other way, man? Because it's still... Sylvan, can you keep it the other way around?
He's gone.
He's gone. He does, yeah. Depending on who has the ball, he changes it. I did really discombobulating. I'm like, but it's the wrong way.
I guess there is no hitting the ball now. That's a solid screen for what the lizards have.
Yeah. Nice dodges at the end to make it pretty secure.
I guess it's time for the skinks to do their thing and just come in and do 2 dice on the ball.
Yeah, that's there's a couple of GF
push it back so they have to do a 3+ handoff.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and I mean, all he really needs to do is get DT on the ball as well. Which is the agility one. So it's a double GFI to base with the... No, it's a single GFI to base with the agility. And then go for the 1 dice with the other skink and just push it back, keep DT on it, side, put them on opposite corners and just make it difficult. No, I think he's going to go for the... he's just going to blitz here and base and hope for the best.
Which is fair.
Yeah, it's probably the most conservative play. I mean, it's the first time he's got a POW as well and does nothing to the niggled wrestler. Does need to make base. He's just working out if there's any bad square he can be in that would affect the...
a chain or something.
A chain or whatever. I think the sidestep has to come up to the inside and the diving tackle needs to come down to the back. Because he has to make this as hard as possible to get the dodge or block offs or whatever. And the diving tackle being on the backside is actually probably not to his benefit, is it? because he can just blitz through the skink here, which might be the right way to go about it. Oh, the break tackle comes in, and I love that. That's actually quite nice. Maybe the top square would have been better. Just depends on where he puts the skink now. Ideally needs to... Yeah, well, here we go. He doesn't go for it. Oh, he does. There we go. That's good. So now you don't need the other skink there. You just base up the guard in front.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
All right. I need a second. I'll be back.
Mm-hmm. Exciting times, ladies and folks. Am I kidding? It's an exciting time, lads. So yeah, a couple of options. There's one block off. Can get the chain now, I think. It's just a question of how he decides to go about it. Well, it is actually very tricky because I just realized the Crocs has stand firm. So I'm not sure about the chain. Excuse me. I think it was a mistake not to tie up the bottom guard blitzer with the free skink. I think that would have made the world of difference had he just managed to cut off the other scoring threat properly. Of course, the killer Zon in the center of the field is still in range. Prove a difficult task to get there as well. Gets the hit off another POW, another Saurus down. Story of the day. I tell a lie, he's got a couple of wine mans. So by blitzing off the back here, which I think is his plan, he actually puts out of... Yeah, and the blitz here is going to be, okay, just wants to get the 3 dice off and trust in the 4+ dodge. Which is probably fine. And an injury on Fudge is not what the lads needed at a point of strength, and that is a dead skink. I don't care if you're agility 4 or agility 5, if you're strength 1, you don't really have much of a purpose. So, very nice scalp. Is the unfortunate thing about basing up with the diving tackle or with the skinks in general, but you have to do it if you're going to win the game. It's still the right play. Unfortunate, but he played fine before he had an agility 4 skink. He'll do fine. And here we go. Oh, no, just covering up. I'm not sure why, but yeah, this is pretty straightforward. He just needs the 4+, 2+, 2+. Gonna have to do it at some stage. Gets the 4+. Gets... Oh, and he falls. Good old tripwire. Nuffle give it, Nuffle take it away. And we're all level at halftime. I'm pretty surprised, thought for sure he was going to get it in there, but the luck did run out on the first of the GFIs. So needed the 4-2-2, got the 4+ away, but yep, the 2-2s proving too difficult. Turn 8 face plant. Yep. Nearly the perfect 8-turn score, or stall. And neither of the Mighty Blow Saurus get back up. And that is absolutely huge. So the Zons here are going to be able to take their time, take their 8 turns, and just get 1 touchdown, and that's going to be that. Huge adversity coming into the second half. But the game's certainly not over. There's a lot of things to be done. The Lizards do do some hits on these girls that they didn't quite get away with in the first half. Considering we played most of the first half with 2 Saurus down, maybe he'll just get into a swing of it now. and not realize what the fuss is all about and just play better with 4 Saurus. But you got to think that the equity is definitely in the favor of the Zons here. No damage to the Zons yet. I think there was 1 KO. Did wake up. Nothing major missing. Still has his 14 girls. I think you probably bring on a rookie here specifically to just step on things that you stand on or that you knock down. I think you want to make sure that you keep the pressure on. Having a dedicated fouler on the pitch is definitely something I'd like to do. One of the great things about the Amazon team is you've got a 50k line woman. Give her Dirty Wrestle as your first skill and let her go ham. Not only does she soak up a lot of blitz from the opponents for being the dirty player that's doing all of the damage, but she's got her defensive built in and she costs very, very little. So what do we think, chat? We think we're going to see a long, slow drive, 8 turns before he decides to cross over. How long can he stall it out for? Or is he going to just rub it in his face and get down there and start scoring as soon as possible and put as many in as he? Excellent stuff. So a couple of extra changes coming in just to make sure he can maximize his hits. The centralized defense, kind of all that he had left to him with the various people missing. And it's a pretty tough wall to get through. That is all strength 4. So he's going to have to hit from the outside in on the first 2 hits. Hope he can get some extra stuff going. Going to make it difficult to get any decent blitzes off. But I think he seems happy enough with that. As is agility, again up on the line. Not in base contact as we saw last time, but I think that piece is certainly more of a threat than Saigorei is giving it credence. I think I'd be protecting that player a lot more. And blitz, for example, would be a very nice thing to roll, and that would be a very, very nice target. Yeah, thanks, Sylvan. It's the Amazon's drive. So I think we're going to see. Yeah, you're okay. I think we're definitely going to see a blitz come in here on that player. Could have made it 3 dice. Gets it anyway. And it's just a stun, but a serious stun. And that's pretty good going. He is going to get the Saurus right next to where the ball is going to land. Problem with having his 2 guys so deep, he was so worried about getting them hurt that they're just not in any position to make use of this blitz properly. He can use the sidestep to get around in front of this ball as well, I think, but he's going to have to want to base up that side of the pitch with the Saurus and use this Saurus to soak up some hits from those Amazons on the line before he does this GFIs. But he's just not going to go for the GFIs, I don't think. Again, a little bit too conservative. I think you need to make these plays. You need to make them.
You need to cut the corner, yeah?
He did not cut the corner, and he did not make the GFIs.
Yeah.
So
Chavite's disappeared for a bit?
He did. The baby woke up, so he just had.
Cool.
It's all fine. I got this covered.
I'm kind of back, maybe? We'll see.
Oh, cool. Did you manage to get her down?
Yes. Yes, she's in bed for the moment.
Cool. So yeah, pretty exciting game so far, Sylvan.
Yeah, I've kind of had a half an eye on it at moments, but not giving it my full focus. Unfortunately, as well, the stream is really bad.
Is it?
Yeah, it's just never been able to get a decent bit rate. Earlier it was fine. Now, I mean, I have to assume there's neighborhood, sharing happening.
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching it all on my phone, and I haven't had much of an issue with it. Maybe chat could give us some feedback on it and how it's been working. Has Jetty Bear, you been there all the way through? How is the stream? Is it okay, or has it been
pixelated.
Fails the catch, but that's okay. And still in the tackle zone, and one of the great reasons that there, and why I wanted that other skink to GF was to get. He needed to cut the corner. He needed to GF, which meant that it needed to be the last thing that he did. So here we go. Clear the ball. Pretty straightforward.
No tackle.
Dodge pops, obviously. And it's a pretty important sure hands pickup coming up here. And I think that position is fine. I don't think there's any real reason. Hits. Okay. He might be going straight for the catch then, is he? Yeah, I think so. I think he might have decided that the lizards have come so far into his half that if he makes this pass action, he can be in a way in a hat, and he may have a point.
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
think I'd go for it
fast,
myself,
but they are all over one side of
yeah.
the pitch.
No, he's abandoned that as well. I'm not sure how he's going to get this ball safe.
Just kill him all.
But he seems pretty okay with how things are going.
Is he just think he's going to knock them all down?
Yeah, and to be fair to him, going from what's happened so far, you'd be inclined to believe him.
Yeah, it could happen.
So,
and am I right in listening to chat, reading chat, that he got a tripwire?
He did indeed on turn 8.
I saw that. I thought he was going to score. I didn't see what happened.
Didn't see what happened. Yeah, so he did. He failed the first of the GFIs with no rerolls left from all of the agreed rerolling blocks earlier. He didn't have a reroll to put into the GFI. These are some spicy moves for a guy who hasn't picked up the ball yet, with 4 skinks in his backfield.
Yeah.
And the reroll has gone in. I suppose he does still have the reroll for hands pickup, so he's probably not as concerned about it as I might be. Has freed up his stand firm, so at least that can try to cover. Oh, of course he has to pile on.
That's the law.
It's the law, yeah. So, yeah. Please bring this stand firm back. No, going in for more hits. It'll be fine. I have sure hands.
There can be no possible fail state, but he did.
Yeah, there you go. Just picks it up. It's fine. I'll just leave it in the open. Is he going to go for the throw?
I mean, you'd think that throw is required.
It is an accurate throw, and that's fair enough. The weather is good. But it's going to be a 3+ to whoever he decides to throw it to.
Well, he's just hanging out. He's just hanging out.
Had re-rolled earlier for the great re-roll, and isn't fully punished. But the ball. Now, I said it in the first half, but I think there might be 2 dice on the ball here.
It's 3-dimensional chess sometimes. This game.
Yeah.
You've really got to be an absolute master to see.
To be honest with you here, there's 3 dice on the ball, and if he doesn't make this 3 dice, then
yes,
that's criminal.
Yes.
He's got 2 skinks.
Is there no argument for going for the 2 dice? I guess it's a block. It's a block. No, well, he's not.
It's a blocked piece. Yeah. This is yeah.
Yeah. Well,
he doesn't get it. He'd reroll, and he doesn't get it.
Yeah, should have been 3.
And that should have been 3 dice, and that's
in his defence.
No,
I
there's
think
no.
In this situation, there's a certain temptation to think about recovery and what happens after, but it's not the right.
One of his skinks has sure hands.
Yes.
So that's the recovery, and the other of the skinks are doing nothing but giving an assist. That's criminal. There's no reason that shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Well, what's the third assist?
Say that again.
What's the third assist? To make it 3 dice, you need 3 assists.
4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Sorry. Fair enough. Yeah, he has 3 skinks left. He's 4 skinks.
Sorry. The view was blocking 1 skink there. Fair enough.
So you see these guys that he moved now?
Yeah. No. I just couldn't see the sore hands.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, the other guy's the sure hands, which is what you need him to do because he goes and picks. But yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But it is what it is.
I guess now the way out is by chaining the ball carrier out through the rookie's king.
Correct. And that's pretty good.
Not anymore.
Yeah. Oh, no, you were better where you were.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's, not helping.
Yeah.
Okay. The Croc's going to do anything? No, the Croc shouldn't do anything.
So
Okay.
it does. It's not punished.
Well, I hate you saying punish all the time. Like as if something, like if it was a bad mistake that you somehow, the world owes you. Like, I mean, you punish people who commit crimes. It's not a crime. This is...
Blood Bowl. I think
Yeah.
it's its own crime. I think it,
Well,
you know,
yeah. So I just really dislike the use of the expression. I just don't like it.
I see two Soros didn't wake up, and they are two
Yes.
tackle pieces.
Yes, both
Wow.
the Tachosaurus who got knocked out didn't wake up. He did, however, snake his well, not snake. He failed his GFI to score.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Imagine.
so it is 0-0. So there is
Imagine
that.
having rerolls.
Imagine. No, he also used one before he picked up the ball here a second ago. He had sure hands, but he went for he re-rolled a double push to get a hit on a Saurus, so that he could get one dice on the Crocs, which he sculled.
As you do.
Yeah. So that is guard back there, but that's not really helping. There's going to be some dodges required here.
With the ball.
That doesn't do any good because that's on stand firm. So yeah, he stays. So you're going to go for the 4+ dodge out here so that he can... No, goes for the hit, gets the hit. Crocs flips into a stun, which is pretty huge.
One did the Soros. Put the card over and just block with the ball carrier to the rookie's king.
1D isn't as good as the 3+, because the 3+ has a reroll though, right? But yeah.
He also has a reroll.
True. Just more for saving it, especially in knockout games, man. I don't think you
Yeah, but he likes 1D blocks, so...
He does. It's another one of the reasons I dislike to not have made that a 3-dice block, is because he was like, well, I'll be able to put reroll into it and get 4 dice. If you're going to put a reroll into it and get 6 dice, then that's fair enough. The equity involved in having or not having skills later. He has to take the push if he's going to take the dodge.
Yeah, and now
Yeah.
he can dodge.
Now he can dodge. And diving tackle got injured, if you were here for that. The diving tackle got hit by Mighty Blow and got removed. Strength bust.
Yikes.
Yeah, so that's a shame.
Doesn't seem like it will matter anyway, because
No.
this seems to be the last game of those lizards.
I think you might be right, yeah. Well, I mean, he had a pretty good opportunity with the blades here, but yeah, I think we're back onto the 8-turn stall.
Yeah. Who knows? Things could go wrong for the Amazons here, and then, I mean, there is a quite, I'm not gonna say easy, but it's easy enough. 2, 4, 6 dice on the ball.
Yeah.
Next turn.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the wrestle being there, that's a pretty impressive dodge. I think the wrestle being there as well is going to be pretty useful. Wrestle skink. So it gets rid of that one. Yeah. There's some dice to roll here. Didn't stand up his agility 5. Did he run out of time? Or did he just forget that she was available?
guess he forgot.
Yeah. Great push square, pushing the girl into range. But I suppose he's trying to get her. No, I wouldn't have pushed her there. But it's fine.
I guess you 1D the guard blitzer, so you can have 2D or 1D on the ball. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, 1D with the
With the
Soros.
skink.
No, 1D with the Soros.
Okay.
And then follow up to put guard. Then the wrestler can dodge 2D.
Yeah.
And you're free. Like you don't need to push.
Yeah. Yeah.
Difficult because that doesn't allow for many plan Bs.
It does not.
But he doesn't have the numbers for plan B anyway.
No. I think I'd be more likely to take the 1 dice from the skink, to be honest with you, and then make the dodge blitz and still have the. Yeah, no. You might as well make it with block because you're not doing anything else with that guy anyway. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah. That square he pushed off to them the first hit is kind of problematic now. Had he pushed it back in field even, that would have been made it much harder to dodge. This isn't doing anything for him. Does go for the 1D, gets the full pow, which is pretty tasty.
He can try now the 2 die with the sidestepper before even trying the wrestler.
Yes.
Because pows happen.
Well, he might as well use the rookie so that he can push it into the.
Oh yeah, that too.
Oh,
but
bam!
Here we go.
Just gets it. That's pretty lovely.
That's tasty.
He has to pick it up with the sure hands, but that's fine. I think you bring the other one around to the back to cover where she can go.
He has enough for a pickup and a sideline screen.
Agreed. Yeah. It does require some 3+, but hey presto, they're skinks. You're going to have to roll some 3s at some stage. Yeah. Okay. Gets it. Just score.
Yeah, just score.
Yeah, just score.
Yeah, you just score.
Yeah.
You have 2 massive souls out.
That's massive.
That's huge.
Well played by the Lizards. Did get the dice when he needed them. That is an absolutely huge score. But we still have 2. Big. Yeah, the second power was massive. This is a serious KO rolls. 1 isn't bad. I mean, it's bad, but it's not as bad.
But now
I'm still on 14, but now all you have to do is stop
the score as well.
Yeah.
To which I say, put that rookie's king on the line or go for scrimmage. Just sacrifice it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think you don't bother with the. He's just trying to make them invest as much as they can. He's also learned his lesson from having them back too far. He had his guys all the way back when the blitz happened. Had he not had them back there, it would have been a score so much easier. Yes, he got a blitz. Yeah.
I see.
But 2 of his skinks, his movement and his sure hands, 3 squares off the touch line. So we're completely ineffective for the blitz. So he's definitely considered that this time and has brought them up to accommodate. I mean, he still has 4 skinks. He still has the ability to cover them. The Protect 5 is going to do fine here. There's no real reason to think outside the box. And because of the fact that he's got the Strength 5 and the 2 Strength and the guard, you do have to commit an amount of hits up here. I think, if anything, if you're going to commit to this fully, he could have even gone the well, you get done on the quick snap, but you do bring the line of scrimmage up there, or the line of your Protect 5 1 square further up, if you know what I mean. Yeah. And with guard on the outsides of those, then it's very, very difficult for him to get the hits there.
Yeah.
Like that, for example, wouldn't have lent an assist if he'd had the guys 1 square up. It is what it is. Gets the hit. really surprised he keeps hitting with that one when he has one who has 2 dice anyway and could have kept
with
that
the thrower
there.
could have done the 2 dice from the get-go.
I beg your pardon?
The thrower could have done the 2 dice from the get-go.
Well, yeah,
with the 2
exactly.
cards,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
Also, why is the thrower on the line of scrimmage and not going for the ball?
Yeah, I have no idea. And now she's gone around to give an assist over there instead. Yeah, it's
Which
not.
is not needed either.
No, it's not. And he's hitting with the wrong one again. But I notice. Yes, he's because they've got mighty blow. That's why he's hitting with them. Because it's for damage. It's not for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Nothing doing from the piling on. It's like AV9 is good or something. What's this like? Because he piled on there, and because that was one of the guards, he has to make another one in to get 2 dice.
Still, the Amazons have loads of time to score again.
They really do, yeah. And gets the hit.
They haven't taken any damage, so...
None at all. Yeah. Oh, and the Crocs goes out.
Which is big.
Good Lord. That's pretty huge.
Mm-hmm. So I guess the Amazons have to just play for overtime right now.
Yeah.
Take time.
Yeah, take your time. I think they can pick apart what they want from here on out. It is one of the problems with putting guys up like that. They're your best players just because they're really strong in their armor 9 and you're intentionally getting them hit. I see people do it with flesh golems a lot. I mean, a snottling can kill a flesh golem just as well as most things. It happens, so why would you let it get hit when it's one of your best players?
Oh, I didn't know that there was another thrower with accurate. That's fair enough then. Why does he have 2 throwers then?
He has 2 throwers, yeah. Both of them are niggled. I did not hear anything back from him, Jur. He hasn't posted anything since the game.
So now the ball gets swarmed by skinks.
Yes. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Big Crocs is a big. Crocs going out is a big deal, but we'll see.
I guess you have to blitz the wrestler just for a push. Where is he going to blitz now?
I think he's just going to stand off. I think he's not going to bother doing anything. Well, unless he does go here. He can go for the piling on hit on the wrestler, but yeah, it's such a waste because you can roll the both down and not get anything out of this hit.
I think it's time to abandon all safety. Just push, put as many bodies on the ball as you can.
Without a doubt.
Slow the Amazons. You might lose a skink, but so be it.
I mean, even if he'd taken the follow there with that hit he just did, would he not have been able to? He could have chained all of those girls out of the way and made a really nice gap for himself.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he's under a lot of stress. Does get the tackle pow.
You don't follow and you tag the side.
Oh, he's got the injury. That's pretty nice. Be happy with that. And yeah.
Yes, as well, which is nice. It's nice to have.
Yes. And doesn't get the choice of the pylon, having caused the injury immediately. Nah, he doesn't have to make the bad decision of piling on. He definitely needs that guy standing and on the sideline. Can he make any more squares? No, he's done.
I don't. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of that piling on skill on that Soros. I think there's no strength on a Soros on the ground.
I'm inclined to agree. We did discuss it. I was a proponent of Juggernaut, or break tackle, or frenzy. Yeah. But
you can't ever go wrong with guard.
Yeah, indeed. But he was a big fan of the piling on and found it very useful against Armor 7, and has been using piling on in his Chaos team in the TBBL to good effect. And So he liked it overall and thought it was a better option. He also wanted to take it because it's been going out of the game. And I mean, yeah, you've got a piling on guy you used to pile on all of the time.
Yeah.
In your white.
Yeah, but it's not the same. Like, like it's one piece that does the blitzes. It's not one of your 7 guys holding the line.
Sure.
For lizardmen.
Are there any elves you'd give piling on to?
Any else I will give piling on to?
Yeah.
I guess not, because you want guard and you want mighty blow.
Yeah.
So piling on is kind of a hard miss. I mean,
which elf with mighty blow?
A witch elf might.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's tough call.
Yeah, that's about it. I think even a double on, say, a pro elf catcher or anything like that, that already had the mighty blow. I'd take guard.
Yeah.
Or if they had guard, I'd take mighty blow. Or yeah, I'd even consider juggernaut before I'd take piling on it.
If I knew, I would get 2 doubles on why would? Oh yeah, fair enough. I thought there was tackle there, but no, there wasn't.
No, there wasn't.
I knew I was going to get 2 doubles on a pro elf catcher. I will give him pass and dump off.
Yes.
If I knew I will get 2 doubles.
If I knew I was getting them, yeah. I think you're right. The dump off especially is just really, really good. Well, it's certainly in CRB.
Yeah.
Did I mention to you the idea I had about the vampires for this event that we're going to? So you give one of your vampires sure hands and dump off. You've got 4 other vampires who have pro. One of them has block. But it's terrible. I just thought it would be quite funny to have the piling on them because, or the dump off on them, because you have to try to orchestrate to get 2 dice on a vampire who then just throws the ball to another guy on a 3.
Well, he throws the ball to another guy on a 5.
Why on a 5?
Because he already has 2 assists on. He's not a nerf of a steel.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah. Yeah, so by the time he throws it, he'll already have 2 assists.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Vampires being terrible. What a shock.
Vampires being terrible. Yeah, well, dump off also being pretty terrible. But yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's a really good point and exactly why I asked you about it. No, definitely not doing that. Ooh.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I guess you have to try the 4+ pickup now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he does have sure hands, right?
Yeah.
So it's probably not that terrible.
Oh, it's not even a 4+, it's a 3+.
It's a 3. He got rid of the guy next to him, so this is all. It's kind of fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I don't. It's the worry of it's very early in the turn, and he's got a lot of stuff to do, and.
I just had it in my head that the Wrestle's King was also tagging the ball, but it wasn't.
Yeah, no.
Why wasn't the Wrestle's King tagging the ball?
Because the other one could get there, but he required more GFIs, and he was going to bring the other guy over to. He was doing the right thing by bringing that guy through the middle on the 3/3+, so that he could reach and stop him from getting the dice that he did get on that guy. So he actually did it all by the book, but just failed his dodges.
But the Wrestle guy could have been 1 square to the left and be tagging the ball.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Was it a GFI though? No.
No, because it's the same height.
Of course. Yeah. Fair enough.
I guess there was a plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Still, we'll see what happens next.
I
guess that now the focus should shift to just eliminate any scoring threats.
Well, that depends as well. Sorry. That depends as well on his ability to back and in a position to do so. I mean, he may be as well seeing if he can just keep pressure on the ball, but I think he's going to lose that fight. Just how much ground is he willing to cede? A foul coming in here? No. No, he's just making it super difficult for that guy to do anything.
Period back again.
So while he did get a nice scalp in getting that one Kaz, it wasn't particularly anything of note. It was a tackle, but it was only a wrestle tackle. It would be nice to see him get some damage here to get back into it. There's probably a little bit too much basing has to be done in order for him to be able to do it properly, though.
All right, and back. I guess we'll see what Aenghus does now.
Yes. So this should tell us if he follows or not, whether he's willing to get into the fist fight or is he going to see if he can redeploy. Yeah. Okay. I mean, that is a nasty zone to follow.
I think he needs to move the pylon piece all the way back as a safety.
Yeah. Yeah, he should ideally be standing just above his logo. Capable of threatening on either side. I think he needs to build more of a screen using the two skinks to dodge off and stay in line with the Saurus who just didn't follow. Yeah, this seems pretty good. And just see if he can get in front of the ball, let them make their advance to the line and engage. I think he's still going to be upset about losing that agility skink. And I think the other skink being KO'd is also going to affect him and his Crocs. This is a lot of adversity. That's going to tell on him. Hopefully he's going to be able to keep himself zen and remember that he is 1-0 up.
Yeah. And the Suns have only 4 turns, which sounds like a lot until you realize that they're all movement 6.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, flat out, she can get there in 3. So, yeah.
I guess she could get there in 2.
Not quite currently. No, the ball carrier? No, can't. What is it? 13, 14, 15, 16?
Yeah, she can, yeah.
3, 6, or 18. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, for go for it.
4 go for it, yeah.
No blitz. Oh, he's going to do an uphill blitz with the wrestle here.
Okay.
Cheeky.
That is cheeky, and I absolutely adore it. If you're going to do that, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't have brought that guy in if I was all right. Not quite. I wouldn't re-roll that either.
No, can't re-roll that.
You
keep the 2 re-rolls in case they score, so you can have them for overtime.
Correct. Yeah. Let him take the push. Let him push from the square forward. Stay and move back to the left, and know that let him know you're capable of doing it again. And he has to deal with a threat in your backfield.
Yeah. So the blitz is not going forward but backwards.
Yes. Yeah. I actually really like that. It's a really brave play, and yeah, dead right. Probably wouldn't have brought it's too far back, and he left his wrestler get hit again, which is a bit of a shame because I think that's the last time he's going to get a chance to do that. Yeah, but the reaction for it to have brought in his killer into the field and before he did anything meant that he only had one reaction. It would have been nice for him to have made the wrestle before he made that secure. Because if you're going to take the risk, you might as well risk having something capable of strengthening the risk that you take, rather than making everything safe and then doing risky things and then not having to do. So this is a pretty easy hit he's given away here, unfortunately. That's, I think, the last time we're going to see this hero skink try the hero dice. He did have the movement to run away here, didn't he? 3, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, 8. 8, yeah. No, it was GFIs. Fair enough. It was GFIs to get away from where he is currently. Well, I was going to do it. And, of course, just use the ball carrier as an assist. Like, this has never gone wrong, ladies and gentlemen. This has never gone wrong ever in the history of Blood Bowl. Using your ball carrier as an assist is a perfectly reasonable, normal thing. And don't let anybody tell you differently. Especially if you're going to blitz them with piling on Mighty Blow. Because then you can pile on and make sure that you are not strengthening the position that they were in. Okay. Who's to say what's right and wrong? Just me, because I'm the only one here. Thanks for hanging out.
I'm kind of here.
Yeah, you're grand.
Alice has woken up 3 times.
It's fine. I'm just taking the piss. You guys have, things on. I've got this. I have a captive audience. I'm hardly going anywhere.
Yeah, and for the last 40 minutes or so, bitrate has been much better. Stream probably watchable, but I think I definitely would have put a few people off earlier on, I think.
Sure. Takes the wrestle on the 3 dice. That is probably an oversight, maybe not. But great news for the wrestle piece. Not because it stops them from getting hurt per se, but because it does allow them to go and do some other stuff. I did ask the guys in stream if there was any issues with the stream, but no.
I don't know. We'll see. I'll have a look at the VOD afterwards and see how it looks.
He's going for the foul. No, he's going to. Okay.
So the blitz
that is not.
Oh no, he blitzed the skink with 3 dice, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, but the reason that's really odd is
it's
because
very strange when you're thinking about going forwards to go back and blitz a random.
Well, it was one of the reasons we were quite happy with him having used that skink to. Were you here when the skink uphilled? No.
No.
So he used the skink intentionally to come back and make a punch on the ball, 2 dice uphill with wrestle.
Right.
Which was a really, really nice play.
And
it meant that he had to go back and deal with the skink rather than be able to adjust everything, which was really clever. The small issue we're having here is, the reason I'm not happy about that reroll there is because we're going into overtime format, almost guaranteed. That's a huge removal. And the overtime format, as you know, means that rerolls are at a premium.
Oh, I love me some equity.
Indeed. So
I do need to look into the equity shift overlay.
Yeah. I think he bases the skink here, which means he has to follow. But that's fine too. There is add dice off. I think he can get everybody in. So he's going to have to make the blitz with the guard to get it into position, which is a shame because he'd like to blitz with the tackle. And then see if he can just tie some stuff up with the skinks. Kequity. Yeah. No problem, Shabile. Cool. Thank you very much, Unforgiven. Feedback there. That's quite all right. No problem.
All right. What did I miss?
So he went for the 3 dice on Wrestle Skink and took them both down. So the Wrestle Skink is there with 2 girls standing beside him and one girl on her back. He managed to remove the stand firm, which is pretty huge. And he now has a source and probably more on the ball. And a lovely injury here. There goes the one of the niggle throwers.
Did the mighty blow? I think the niggle did it. I think the niggle got the gas.
Yeah, niggle did it. The 8 mighty blow didn't come into it. That's very funny. Yeah. Sorry, it's not that funny. It's kind of funny. Yeah. Not that difficult to get out of this, really. He does have some guys to come around the back. I think Fast Skink, Wrestle Skink needs to make the dodge while there's no tackle on him, and just get 6 squares away from those 2 girls, and be a guy that's down in the end zone. Yeah. So tables turned quite a bit there, which is pretty exciting. Certainly making a game of it. But as Unforgiven said earlier, yeah, it does have to make it. Dodge doing a thing.
That's fine. That means that there is 3, nearly 4 girls completely out of the action.
Completely out of the action, yeah. And it does dictate his one of his blitz targets as well. I still think he's going to take the. He's going to use his free blitzer on the inside to make the blitz on the sure hands at the bottom. So that is on tackle. I think he was trying to make sure that didn't happen. No, he's not going to reroll that because he's aware of his rerolls and going into overtime. Saigorei has wasted 2 rerolls.
Ooh, cheeky.
Very. Oh, you need to go further, buddy. You need to make that not 2 dice, right? No, he's not going to do it.
No, that doesn't gain much, does it?
It doesn't. No, it doesn't, unfortunately. But
well, I guess it does, trying to stop the handoff into the edge for and dodge through, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, what's that? 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
But the edge 4 is not in scoring range, so you will have dealt with that later.
Correct. I think it can be. You can sometimes see that people, once something happens, they just aren't, regardless of how good it would be for them to continue rolling them. I mean, sometimes you have to make the second GFI. First one fails, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it can be very difficult to roll that dice if you've already failed one. But if it has to be made, it has to be made. So, you know. So we're all learning, right? We're all learning all the time. Sometimes you need to put on your big boy pants, as people of yesteryear used to say, with no hindrance of sexism. Is the blitz, as I said, doesn't get it, doesn't re-roll, and a sidestep is going to keep this fairly locked down. That's a really nice sidestep spot.
Yeah.
Will follow through anyway and does get a set, but that was lovely, really nicely played, and exactly the reason that sidestep sinks are so good. And
if that's not a removal, there is no way through.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Fine position in Blood Bowl 2020, but not good. Have you jumped
2020? You could jump over them. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you jumped over things yet?
I have. I actually have. Came in actually handy playing Underworld as my gutter runner was able to jump over someone when otherwise I would not have been able to score. I just was able to jump over someone and just dash through.
Exactly the same thing happened. My vampire went and punched a girl and knocked her on the ground, and they sidestepped into a position to stop me from being able to get out, so I jumped over, and it was super fun.
Another thing that is worth noting about jumping over people is that you can jump over your own players.
Your own prone players, yeah.
Your own pro players. Yeah, I don't know. I had this notion that it had to be player from the opposition that you could jump over, but you can jump your own. So it's just nice. So it opens up a lot of things for agility teams.
It really does, yeah. So it hadn't occurred to me that you wouldn't be able to jump over your own for whatever reason. But yeah, it's superb because you can just get the wall to build up behind you.
Was that a 4+ dodge?
It was a 4+ dodge
from tackle.
Yeah, from tackle. Oh no, says 3+. Why was that?
Maybe he went over and then.
He went over and down, and it was just our thing.
And then.
Nothing. Okie doke.
Tasty.
Very, very tasty.
Is that another ball carrier assist?
He's been doing it all game, and this is the first time it hasn't worked out for him. Wow.
I think there is a way of getting 2 dice on the ball.
Yeah, I think so. I think there might be.
Well, the 4+3+.
You could even chain the mighty blow. You could chain the mighty blow piece to punch the ball carrier.
Oh, that's nice.
Block with the block card into the agility, push it over, then bring the skink to make the T shape, and push him forward. And that's also 3 dice as well.
It's not because you bring the skink into fill where you push from. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, no, that's really nice.
And that's also 3 dice on the agility piece.
Yes. Yeah, no, that's very nice. Yeah, I do like that. He's not going to see it.
No, I don't think so. I wouldn't see it.
It's unnecessary though.
Oh, very much so. Yeah, that's a series of dice.
I mean, you can just punch the agility piece with the mighty blow tackle piling on, and then just bring the other one, and you only need the push anyway.
Yes. Okay.
It's showboating, toxic showboating, really, isn't it?
I mean, not really. I mean, it's a lot of dice that vary, so sometimes that's worthwhile. If this was early teams and that was your one Saurus with tackle, totally.
I was
what?
I was slightly joking. I was slightly joking.
Yeah, no idea.
What's punching the ball now?
Well, I think he has to get the POW here, so that the other one can go through. But that's not got tackle. So is he just going to 1 dice it and go on the?
Maybe he just wants to shut down anybody able to score.
Well, you can do a hell of a lot better job of
punching the ball,
not having the ball.
That's a wasted POW.
You wasted POW. Yeah.
There's been an awful lot of snakes on AV breaks on Amazons.
Yes, an awful lot. It's how this is exactly what I was worried would happen. Yeah. So now it's still only 1 dice on the ball. Yeah, you can knock her out of range, but you have to stay, leave her there, and it doesn't even matter if the skink stands up because this is just 1 dice on the ball. Yeah, it's one of the things that annoys me because he looks at his dice logs after the game and will talk about how he wasn't in any way lucky, and his dice were perfectly normal. So he hasn't blitzed. Is this a dodge from tackle with the wrestle on somebody?
He might try to serve. Cheekily or a shit ton of dice and then.
Yeah. No. No, he's going to stop there as well because he's
going to stop the score. Yeah. Just go for the stop the score, which is fair enough.
Were you? Oh no, he went for the second dodge, which he did not do, and he's dead.
We won't use the P word there, but that was one hell of a grasper.
Oh, the poor guy. Oh, that was hella unfortunate. Yikes. That was a nice skink. Good news for your side of the bracket, Shavit, eh?
Yes. That's big. That's a big 3 push there.
Yeah, massive. Because it doesn't clear the other one either.
No.
But then he does have one of them who's able to come back. He's got a blitzer who can come back and use the blitz.
Yeah,
So
but if he goes back, the catcher is movement 5.
Mm-hmm.
What's the play here?
Oh, it's the catcher, because they've got sidestep. Yeah, he's just gonna. Oh no, he's gonna go.
That's fair enough. You push it and then you go back to make the second assist.
Oh, okay.
But then you are still not scoring unless you do a 4+ handoff and 3+ dodge from tackle.
Yeah. That was 1, 2, 3. Okay. So just going for the 4+3+ then?
You have to do that. Then you do a 1D first.
Well, yeah.
Because then a push saves you the whole thing.
Of course.
Or you could do a 3++ with the leader.
Yeah, the leader could come off it as well. He's just going for the 1. Gets the block.
Ooh.
So yeah, now it is the 4+3+. I think you stack these. You can't stack these if you take the 4.
You have to bring back the guard blitzer there, and then just leave it in the sideline and pray that skink doesn't just come over and serve you.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, I don't know about this. I mean, obviously the 1 dice is better, but he could take the 4+ reroll, hoping dodge, and then if he uses dodge, stay if he doesn't take the 3+ on. That's not really helping anything.
It's another threat. I guess he has seen that Ungern is not pushing to punch the ball, so he might as well get extra scoring threats.
Yeah.
But still, he has to do something about the ball at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he just rolls dice. That's fair enough.
Just roll the dice. Yeah, just roll the dice. Yeah.
And now the ball looks very safe.
It does, yeah. Who's to say what's right and left? There was a thrown-in GFI at the end of that.
Yeah. Well, he's gone 6 turns and he still has a reroll, so, fair play.
Oh, YOLO! He went from 4 down to 1, and I am hoping he read the rules about overtime and they're significant. Thankfully, because it by default takes the first reroll as your leader, but leader rerolls importantly count for. You still have is worth noting.
Yeah. Well done.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done something like that, but this looks very safe. You can't argue with results.
Yeah. I would. There's no way I would have.
Is it not possible to get enough assists for this skink to get a decent block in here and bring one of these
you only
around?
need you could.
I mean, it's tricky because what does the skink need?
He needs 3 assists.
You can guard as well.
2 assists for a 1 dice.
Two
where
assists.
You actually just need a push, so you're fine with 2 assists if you can get them.
Well, I mean, it's a 1 GFI here and a 1 GFI here, and then this guy could come round.
Well,
that's a 1 dice.
Yeah.
I think that's a fine place to start. Has made a little bit of room for him to come through.
He might just go for blitz on someone and just tag it with tackle.
And just put the skink on the other side and see if he keeps them all tied in. That agility 4 being there is actually pretty sizable.
Yeah. You kind of have to blitz the agility then. And put pressure with tackle on the ball.
Yeah. And I think before he does any of it, he's going to have his wrestle skink to the other side of the pitch. No, it doesn't matter because if he stops the score, he stops.
Yeah, and he's already a scoring threat. Not that it matters.
Yeah, indeed, yeah. But it's a skink and it's in the other half, so yeah, scoring threat. Stupid lizards.
They're so good.
They're so good. Yeah, they're just so good. So down a minute and a half gone. Gonna have to make some decisions at some stage. Yeah, I think the hit's gonna have to come from the mighty blow tackle on the agility piece, maybe. Probably who I'd go for.
You can't blitz the sidestepper. You have to go for the agility piece, so you can at least put a tackle zone on the ball.
That's exactly the problem. It's the. I mean, you can follow for sure, but you definitely have one dice off because you'll just sidestep down and hands guard. I suppose the benefit of that is if
he's running out of time.
He is. Yeah. Big play. He has to make it right.
He also has to make it.
That's okay.
No, it isn't, because that's the square that you will want to blitz the card, the agility piece too.
Yeah.
It's fine. He's gonna get the bow. I foresee it.
Well, he has to go for the uphill.
That's a big brain play. That's a big brain play, and I don't like it because that's punished. If it wasn't a sidestepper, I would be like, yeah, I can see that. But being a sidestepper.
The sidestepper was the issue, yeah. That was why he took so long, because he saw the play and didn't want to do it. Yeah. Okay.
So how many skinks are actually alive then?
I'll tell you in 2 seconds.
One.
One. One is fine.
He has to pile on that. There's no drawback.
I spoke too soon. I cursed.
Just a stone. So he has 2, potentially.
Yeah, potentially 2. Because he's got 1 over there. Swords.
At the maximum of 9 players on the pitch.
Max 9.
Versus a full 11 for overtime.
Yeah, because he's taken 2 casualties, and yeah. Okay, game on, lads. Game on. Going all the way to the wire. So, okay. He has turned 16, right?
Yeah. He could try. He could try the 1 turn. He has a skin with movement 9.
Mm-hmm.
Another one to retrieve the ball.
Yes, he does. I use the sidestepper for the 1 turn rather than the movement 9 to collect. I think I would.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I would. Yeah. Yeah, so he can drop the sidestepper. Back 3, and be able to cover everywhere. May have to stunty throw, but it is what it is, right? I mean, he's not going to reroll into any of this because
he may not even try. Just do some damage, hope for some removals, so you can be on even numbers for the overtime.
Yeah. I mean, it'll depend on the setup as well. I know that he has been going through his 1 turn, and I'm pretty sure he knows how to do it, especially with the movement 9, and he's practiced with the sidestep as well. Gotta say, though, I think the Amazons have played this pretty well.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah. So, full backline in effect. Gonna leave some guys on the line to take some hits.
And in contrast, in fairness to the Lizards, they messed up their own drive.
They did. They messed up.
Because they had a plan and they were unable to change it.
Yeah. I think that's fair criticism. I'd definitely be taking off my stand firm and my mighty blow tackle check here to make sure that they don't get hit by the rocks.
They get hit by rocks because of the stadium.
Oh, of course. Oh, so yeah, cool.
It already happened.
Yes. Is he leaving his stand firm there on purpose? Because that's a bold move. I get it, but I don't think you need to.
Let's
When
see
you
if
only
it
have
pays off, Cotton.
Yeah, I mean the whole method is pretty much on here, right?
I think he's
Yeah,
gonna go for just damage and see what happens with the overtime roll. But I think there should be at least an attempt on a one turn. Just hope
yes.
for a quick snap. If you get a quick snap, you have to try.
I'm almost positive he'll go for the one turn. He's gonna bring the skink up there between the um between the
Guard
mighty.
tackle and the pylon on.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
the side step. Oh no,
Oh no. Oh, he's hoping for a riot.
he's just going for the riot. Yeah. Maybe he thinks he doesn't have enough players. He does.
He has enough players, yeah.
He does. Yeah.
Both for a movement 8 and for a movement 9.
Agreed. Yeah.
But again, if you go for that, then you're not doing damage. Which then, if you fail and you have invested the reroll, then you're screwed for overtime.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll
Okay.
see what happens.
Yeah. Let's see what happens. Yeah. No, this is just full damage he's going for.
I guess he's going for damage and a riot.
Yeah.
Ooh, massive. Extra reroll for the Amazons.
That is pretty huge, and definitely adds to their equity.
Ooh.
So picking up
Talks
the ball
of equity.
on his mind. Straight in gets the POW on the rookie.
And it's gone.
One. That's one more gone.
That's then max 11? Or max 10 now for Amazons? Max 11.
Max 11. Yeah.
There is one on the bench, yeah. So he needs another cast for this to be any use at all.
Might as well take the block here because you've got stand firm anyway. Not anywhere. Probably should have taken the outside hit anyway. Take the 3 dice. Get the POW.
That should have been a 3 dice, alright.
It really should, yeah. Okay, nothing doing. Will he bring this one up so that he has to bring his guard in so that he can make the... But
just blitz with Mighty Blow with 3 dice.
I mean,
bring it down. Continue with the 3 dice.
Better, and if he can knock it over, he still gets dice on her. Yeah. And he can stay where he is as well because I think the foul might come in. Block no good.
I don't think he can foul though.
No, neither do I. But I think it's pretty tempting.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice piece.
Yeah, it's a very nice piece.
You will feel very bad if you get a stun and you get sent off, and you have to play with only one skink though.
Yeah, gets the POW on the second guy. Nothing doing. And just go for the pass. Fuck it. Don't even go. That Saurus need any SPP? Bring him back for the pass.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
No.
5-5-3.
Yeah. He's going to do it him, and he's not going to reroll that. Okay. Woo!
Game on. Let's see.
It's the first of the cup games to go to overtime yet. So we're all on tenterhooks.
Ooh,
and the
Crooks comes back. That's big.
That is big. Got the 3 dead and injured, but the Zon's still on 11. Wizards capped at 9. With only 2 skinks remaining.
And the Sons win the toss.
Do they?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Because the symbol came on the top. The symbol of the Amazons was on the top corner.
Didn't see that. Cool. Well done. I didn't know it gave it away that early. Zons win the toss. That's not the end of the world for the Lizard.
No, they're back to full strength in fairness.
Indeed.
Other than missing 2 skinks. One for hands and 1 agility. Pretty big.
I'd rather be the Lizards defending than the Amazons defending, to be quite honest with you.
Well, I think the lizards disagree with you.
Yes. I mean, obviously, I'd rather be attacking, but
Yes.
yeah. Of the way it happened for the spectator value, definitely this is the way I want
Yeah, that's true.
to go.
I will put the Crocs immediately behind that line of scrimmage.
Yes.
Yeah, because that denies the follow up.
Yes. Yes, that's pretty nice. And the tacklers on the side. I kind of like them further up, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd almost put the Crocs on the right side.
No, I will keep the Crocs where it is. I will put the tackler 1 or 2 squares back, and then the skinks on the diagonals of where the piling on guy is.
Yeah, fair, yeah.
Oof, this is very aggressive.
It's really aggressive, and I don't hate it. I'd rather that wasn't that wasn't that guy, that guy had guard. I'd swap. Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
I will nearly put the break tackle on the line of scrimmage.
Yes.
Next to the Crocs, because if it gets knocked down, it can get free easily.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. Yeah, I think he's just trying to see if he can.
He's giving up 4 guys on the line of scrimmage for no reason.
Yeah.
Surely that can't backfire.
He is going to draw a lot of attention on the front line. Yeah. Yeah, I would have liked the skinks a little further up in the V behind the Mighty Blow tackle piece, and I probably would have kept him 1 line back, as you said, to deny the piling or deny the follows. So we're going full all mans here. Again with the single agility piece right on the line. Thank you, Sylvan. Yeah, the agility piece right out there on the left. I mean, she just got blitzed last time. Yeah.
What are the odds of it happening again?
About the odds of him basing the ball carrier. Which is 1 in 3 for the game so far. So just standing off the box.
I guess this big man's on the LOS is working for the lizards.
Kind of is. I mean,
fear.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she's just tag it with that shitty Lino woman. I mean, now it can move from a blitz, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even that, yeah, he's got a scrub Lino directly throw on him. Roll a 6, I dare you. You know? Okay. Nice deep kick. Gonna make it a little bit problematic, but nothing fancy on the kick-off table.
Doesn't really matter since all of the skins are really, really far back.
Really far away. 3 of them are so far away. They're hanging out with the slan. They've gone back to the whatever utopia the old ones live in.
Zootopia?
Sure, let's go with Zootopia. It's not like they wrote loads of really great backstory or anything. Pow. Get a pow. Get powed. Get powed, get mighty blowed, get potted on. Yo!
Nah, he won't fight up. Oh my god.
We've already watched 2 halves, like. Why would you think he wouldn't fight on?
Yeah, no,
It's a tackle and a guard. Obviously, its best usage is on the ground.
No, well, you know, Mighty Blow does break armor 9 1 in 4 times.
Yes.
So, and a removal, that's pretty
Yeah,
big.
just another power removal. But again, keep that in the game. So that's...
If you have an apple, you have to use it now. Oh, it was used already. Never mind.
That was a 12 on the... No Mighty Blow was used in the making of this. Oh, no, I used the Mighty
Yeah,
Blow.
there was on the removal, yeah. 7 turned into an 8.
Can't tell because Sylvan has it set to simple instead of expanded. Or detailed, I should say. Okay. There goes the Shader Woman into the... Yeah. I mean... Yeah, okay. Fair enough. We worried about the ball at all? Where'd the ball land, Sylvan? Right. It's fair enough. It's pretty far back. Straight for the pickup. I mean, he did the pickup before he did any of the more of the hitting. So we got a pass here, straight to catch. Fails, but gets it on reroll. Fails, gets it.
Why pass?
Because he wants to get down the pitch as fast as he can with the stepper, because he got the stun. And the removal on that side of the field, I think.
But that's a movement 5. That's going to have to hand up later on.
They're as fast as possible, so he put it on the slowest piece on the pitch.
I guess that will hand off to the agility later if he can. But the agility piece is getting blitzed.
Where's his other catcher?
Is there 2 catchers?
That's the rookie nobody that we said earlier. He does have it's the chick with no skills there on the left hand side of back on the line of scrimmage on his one back, that one.
Oh, yeah.
That's the catcher. So the chick with no skills, who I was calling a rookie lineman, is actually a rookie catcher. So he could have actually done that handoff if she wasn't in tackles. You used her to bring her in here to get this hit off. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, fine. Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, the ball landed on the back right and it's on the line of scrimmage. He got rid of another Saurus and another one stunned. Yeah. Pretty successful turn all in, I suppose.
I concur. Can't argue with results.
No. Just throw some 3+, man.
What's the plan of the lizards here? Just leave something and make a screen?
Yeah, but the problem is that the most obvious target is to stand firm at the back.
Nah, the most obvious target is the agility piece, no?
Well, yes, it is. Yeah. The agility piece is definitely the scoring. And I think, you just base that chick up and leave her at it. Yeah. I think the Mighty Blow piling on guy hits the agility, and then you just try to get some people through.
Yeah. Maybe even. Yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I could have seen an argument for that tackler to be. Oh no.
Oh, he's gone for the 3 dice on her.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Okay.
She is the scoring threat, so.
Yeah. Yeah, nice removal as well if you can get it. Doesn't even break armor. Can't pile on. Might as well go and base agility and just leave her where she is on that skink.
Ooh, rowdy.
Very rowdy and doesn't get anything out of it.
87, so good.
Yeah, I mean, it's nigh on impenetrable, right? You can tell because of how well the skinks are doing. Okay. I know, he's taking plenty of damage. Needs to come fairly tight in around. I think the Croxagore has a lot to stand firm in the middle of the pitch here.
I guess the Croxagore tags the piling on and the agility piece.
Yeah.
A bit of a screen.
Yeah, I think so, because, I mean, he's just not fast enough to go the other side. Okay. Okay. You take your Saurus hit on the line, and yeah, I would have liked him next to the body though.
That leaves a massive gap there in the center,
Yeah,
though.
massive gap. Yeah, and this isn't going to cut it either. But I mean, if he does come through that line, yeah, no, he can just walk through there. Like he can just walk through and make a cage in here. Yeah, not great. It's okay. Yeah, it's not great. I can understand the piling on hit.
I can understand the hit. I can't understand the pylon.
Yeah.
You are low on numbers. You have to keep them up, not down.
Yeah, I suppose it's the more down on players you are, the more that you have to make desperate plays, and you start to try to think that the only way you can get back into it is high rolling. And yeah,
Even if that had been a removal, I don't like having that special Soros down on the ground.
It's too big a deal. I agree with you entirely. I mean, I'm trying to explain it, but the way you have explained it to me,
it has to be frustrating to be hitting armor value 7 and not break armor once, and well, not that often, and for them to just remove armor 9 all the time.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
there's a heavy psychological element to Blood Bowl.
Without a doubt. Yeah. Doesn't get the knockdown here.
Go on, great reroll.
No, he didn't. I think we're all surprised at that.
I guess he needs the reroll for the GFI for the cage. Because that catcher is movement 5 instead of movement 6.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, really, he could just make some form of a screen with and just get her 5 squares over and just hand up to the rookie catcher would be the best bet, right?
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
How many SPP does the rookie catcher have?
Oh, she's brand new, I believe. Would you mind clicking on her, Sylvan, if you're still...
1.
Oh, no, 5? Oh, no, 1. She's got 1.
No, because if it had 3, it would be fantastic. But otherwise, he might want to try score. I think I saw a Blitzer that has 49 SPP.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it might be the one that did the Blitz. The leader one might have 49.
Right.
The leader down by the block card.
Yeah, in the center, on the left of the 3. Yeah, her.
Yeah, 40. Yeah. Oh, it's at 45.
45.
45. Then nothing.
Yeah, see, that position would have been fine if it was one more square and hand off to the... Because he's using that chick as the... Oh, okay. I thought he was going for the dodge through. Yeah.
That Soros has break tackle.
Yeah, he does.
Still, with break tackle will still be an uphill because of the guards on the sides. That's fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough. He wanted to get the siege. Okay. He didn't knock him out this time. Yeah, no, with the guard corner, that's still on even dice, isn't it? Not even, it's uphill.
Yeah, it's uphill because of the 2 guards.
Yeah. I mean, not much wrong with parking that guy there, nevertheless. Probably would make the dodge out. Use the Saurus on the left-hand side to the top of to take his position, basically. And just park him there. Take the hit on the rookie catcher from the front with the open Saurus and face from that side. Yeah,
I think that's a good play. You have to try to make him roll dice away. Maybe double base it, once with tackle, once with wrestler.
Exactly. You just set it all up for next turn.
Yeah. Ooh.
I think he wants to go for his hit with the mighty blow.
He just pile on then the stand firm piece?
I have no idea. Yeah, there you know. Unless he wants to go for another uphill with the wrestle. He's going to have to roll dice eventually. I think you definitely make base here with the break tackle. Because, yeah, she can hit back, but... Well, no, see, it doesn't really work anymore without pressure of that blitz from the front.
I guess you can base the ball, because then he has to put some resources back to shoot it.
Yeah.
But it's very easy, because...
yeah. If you're going to send somebody in there, he went the other way. Okay. He does have tackle, and he does knock her out of the way, and he does give his Croc some extras.
Big armor break.
Can't put that on. So he does not. Leaves it at stunned. Well done. He brings his wrestle over. Oh no, he's not going to. Yeah, he can. Yeah, he needs to make base with that ball. I think, yeah, you might as well bring in if that's your blitz, and you might as well bring the guard into that square that we're stand your tackle.
Yeah.
Because at least then you've got guard in, which will allow the other Crocs to get some dice. Or, go back and worry about the stand firm again. Have to commit the wrestle here as well to make 2 dice. And that guy is still on the ground. I reckon the fact that he's on the ground means he is going to do the break tackle 2+ and back in. Yeah. Back in has to base the ball. Just to make him have issues punching it back off. I mean, he can get the 2 dice on it. It's not that big a deal to get the 2 dice on it, but it'll hold up at least one of those blitzes for a turn.
Indeed.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to do it. That's not good enough. I think he was worried about the dice back, but that doesn't really help him. But that does. That definitely helps.
Massive.
Okay. Yeah, just 1 die out. Fuck it. What do I know? And the 2 dice from the... Man gets a POW on the stand firm.
POWs do happen.
They do? Can you do... Yeah, just throw them on the thing and stay where you...
I guess...
Oh!
Massive. Ooh, it's dead.
Point of armor.
Has to apple that.
He has to apple that. Doesn't it?
Apple works.
Okay.
So, I guess you could actually just try to go for the score now.
Yeah.
Just blitz the tackler off and then dodge and off. You could even blitz the no. Yeah, you can blitz the tackler off. Oh no, yeah. Well, you could blitz the tackler off. Ooh, double souls.
Ooh.
In my head, I will have blitzed the tackler off, bringing the thrower over.
Yeah.
Then bring back for the second assist, then block it off and hand off.
Exactly. That's what I thought you were. That's where I thought you were going, and where I thought he was going.
But I mean, this works too, and that armor value break is great.
Armor break's huge. Still has the movement to get down and get into base.
And I guess he'll use the ball carrier to make an assist.
Yeah, I mean, the skinks and those guys in the back are still free, but he's got the ability to make it more of a cage, I suppose. Thrower needs to come in as well. I mean, he's going to have to just take the dodge off on that girl, I think. Does he keep it on the move 5? And he has the option here not to? Tough call.
Yeah, I think he'll keep it in the move 5. Like, if he doesn't have to roll any dice to hand off, why will he? And it's a blotch sidestepper.
Yeah.
He has time to score.
Yeah, and having guard on the ball carrier is really useful. Not what you want necessarily, but it's still a really useful skill to have on the ball carrier.
I don't know. This does not look safe at all.
Well, you can get the other girl down to cover. But yeah.
Yeah, but if he covers the front, then the back is exposed. There is a break tackle piece on the back.
There is. Yeah. You can just walk through. So So he really needs to get this Crocs down, which I don't think he can. He can uphill it if he wants with the.
He's going to have to dodge away from the Crocs.
The agility can get off, maybe. The agility has a 3+ dodge off. So it can go there and then through there, yeah. Yeah, that's the wrong square, though. I think that one needed to cover the front in case the other guy doesn't. Pretty rowdy, even with the 2 dice, even after thing, because he's just made this into 1 dice now.
That's the wrong square as well, because now that tackler can push away the guard.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not the wrong square, but I think it's wrong.
Yeah. Who's to say? Yeah. I think the agility dodges into space and then goes through that tackle zone. Right tackle. Which is what he does, but okay.
That's still punchable. Like the Palinon punches it, and then the other guy comes over fishing for a POW. Still, fishing for POWs, not that likely, but at the same time, likely enough.
Yeah. I mean, he still has wrestle free, right?
Indeed.
He has made it a lair for the break tackle to get in there, though. Can the break tackle make it? No, break tackle can't go through because he's double screened. So. But hey, I mean, because he moved that girl away, even just having moved her away means piling on, get rid of agility to make the 2 dice around the front. So, yeah. Yep.
This has turned into quite an interesting game, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. Yeah. For some reason, it's more interesting now than it was in the first half. I think Aenghus has definitely grown into the game. He's certainly done a lot better. Oh, here's an interesting point. Do you just base up with the guard, base up with the sidestepper, and do the 2D with wrestle?
I guess that's fair enough, to be honest, because just pushing it around does not do anything. It's actually worse for you because you're saving it at GFI.
Yeah. Yeah. And you still have yeah, you can get sidestepper all the way around. Oh no, he's not. Okay.
That needed to go to the extra. It did. One extra, so you avoid the sidestep to gain a square.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe he'll put the sidestepper on the edge of the field.
Yeah, that would be nice. Really nice. Yeah, that would be really nice. The problem being if they can sidestep back in to the inside, right? He just wanted to cover it in case he failed it.
Ooh, doesn't re-roll it.
Well, I think I would have re-rolled that. Yeah, I think.
I guess the sidestepper has to go in front of the scoring threat, like not basing it, but
definitely
just press in front of it.
Yeah, can get one more. There we go. Okay, can get blitzed by the free blitzer that's back. Oh, the free line woman. But
you have to dodge the Crocs now just to make him relevant.
Yeah. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's pretty good. Well, that's really not where. Yeah. Okay. Well, 2 dice on her. Just knock her back. Again, not quite, but good.
That's all right. But yeah, now the sidestepper is gonna get blitzed.
Yeah.
And if that goes down, it's a 3+ to win.
Yeah, exactly. So that's it. So he needs the 2 dice here. He needs to get it down, and if he does, then it's a 3+ to win. So just cover your bases. There's really no reason not. Just do all the safe stuff. Don't roll any other dice, and then just do that. Doesn't really do anything, but yeah. Yeah.
Bloody
Ooh,
hell.
just another injury for no reason. Yeah, niggling, it's dead. Yeah.
It is dead, folks. Time to pay your respects.
Yeah. F in chat. F in chat. Yeah, I hated everything about that. Like, I mean, get the girls in place to do some stuff, sure, but I mean, there's one play to win the game, and it doesn't involve the superfluous hate elsewhere.
It is fun to hurt things, though.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Do you know what?
Also,
He made the hit and knocked out the skink, and the skink was on the ground. And then he did that before making the 3+ dodge. I'd be like, yeah. Because the 3+ dodge has a reroll, right?
yeah. So it's impossible to fail.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So, yeah. So that I wouldn't have hated as bad. It's still shit and wrong, but I wouldn't have hated it as much. But yeah. Sure, why don't you one dice the Crocs while you're at it? I can't even one dice the Crocs. You can't get any dice here. But yeah.
Could one the block guard tackle twice.
Yeah. To win the game. These injury rolls, man. Jesus Christ.
Well, that surprises me. What's the plan?
Blitz with the ball carrier? Dodge off and
Is
blitz
he
with... No.
gonna,
Blitzing here.
What?
He wants to score without having to risk a 3+ dodge.
While
But
leaving the
it
ball
has-
based?
yeah.
She has dodge.
I think, but like, how did she get through this though? It's the
I guess she's falling back and just being secure.
He's just gonna roll the dice and go through the middle.
No, he's just gonna retreat.
I mean, we said that the last time when he scored, right? Oh, okay.
I think he will retreat. I don't know.
Oh, he's going to just block the wrestler.
Yeah, he's just gonna block her.
Whew.
Chan.
Pretty confident he's going to score before the end of the game.
In hell, like it's golden goal. It's to win, like. Ay, this guy.
Ay caramba!
Oy vey. What is this, like? Okay, fair enough. Yeah. That provided me with a bit of a laugh. So for that, I'm very grateful.
AKA, that was so bad.
Yeah, it was terrible. Like, yeah, that was really bad. Okay.
Then again, he's still in possession of the ball, and
Yeah, I mean, he still looks like he's very likely to win it. Just that he, is taking an extra turn to do it and giving away unnecessary hits. Won the game. Like, that was significantly more risky than the play we had.
I mean, yes, because he did a lot of dodges out of prehensile tail and decided to block things that were irrelevant and did a one dice block.
One dice block hit, yeah.
You know,
Or,
a few things.
Scored. You're right.
But what's the value of a win if there is no entertainment?
Good argument. Yeah.
Maybe he knows he's being streamed and he just wants to have a little bit more screen time, He's like, look,
Yes.
I know I've been on for 2 hours and 45 minutes, but I could do with a bit more.
Okay.
What does that even do?
I don't know. I think he's going to hit the guard away and then base with sidestep and do 2 dice with wrestle.
Well, if that's not a POW, then that's not a nothing.
Agreed. Yeah.
And
But
it's an uphill as well on the Garter because he's based
But no,
a
the
guard
guard.
and block.
Use the guard to hit the guard away because Crocs just came in.
Yeah, but that's only 1 dice.
Yeah. And if that guy knocks her away, then base with.
Ooh, I'll be right back. I got to go.
Okay. Yeah, it's not good, but I think that's what's.
I'm here. I won't be able to provide any insight into what he should do or not.
No, you're fine. It's an interesting game, isn't it?
Yeah. Maybe they're just both tired. Probably, it's a lot of thinking for hard yards for long. Ooh.
And the full POW. Wow. Has to go back to protection. Yeah. You don't follow. And the roll is good. And okay. No reroll. But that's not the end of the world. And that's a 3+, 4+, 3+, 3+, 3+ to get safe. You just dodge straight into the square, man. You don't need. Yeah. Okay.
Take a breath.
Yeah. Oh, I'm having a cigarette. Need it after that.
So there's Sure Hand Thrower pretty close by.
Yeah.
If she can get it and pick it up and hand off to one of these. I don't know if that's the best play, it's just what I'm looking at.
Yeah. I mean, it's not terrible. He's got this 2 dice he can take on her, which is.
I mean, it would be good to try and get. It's tricky. It'd be good to try and get some less on the ball and then make this better. So
Yeah, well, she's got.
So it should be a 2 dice on the sking. Yeah. And then you can
Yeah,
chain the.
And then we can chain that. Yeah, that guy away. Yeah.
Oh, what? Decided not to chain the Saurus off the ball.
I don't know. I don't know why. Yeah, he could have just changed the Saurus directly.
I guess he had in mind that he was going to block, and didn't think about the chain. I guess. He gets the power in the middle.
And just roll powers and knock everything out.
Yeah. I mean, he's got plenty. He can probably put another assist on the.
I thought he wasn't piling up. So yeah, he can throw. He's got 2 dice from the Lino check on the right. He's doing it this way. So now he's going to go chain, which is to hit with your 1 back out from the Crocs.
Yeah.
And doesn't get it.
The chain.
Well, it's a 4 up with your hand, so.
Yeah, still not terrible. The previous chain would have been so much better. But
the correct play, yeah. I mean, even you saw
it. Even I saw that, and that will tell you that it was fairly on. I mean, he did the chain. He just selected the other thing.
I'm going to push away, yeah.
Like. Yeah.
Sure hands is a skill. And the dodge is good.
Okay. Because
and it's fine.
Because she didn't have somebody free there because she bought them in for an assist. Which she needed to do because the chain didn't.
He was going to take the hit with that girl anyway.
Yeah.
Just with the Lino on the right, he could have just taken it. And then would have had. So it's exactly the same board state that it was in. I mean, he stabilized this pretty well. There's very little on.
Yeah.
There is a Crocs blitz.
Yes.
Crocs can go straight up.
Free.
No, the Crocs is break tackle.
It is break tackle. Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Yeah. 5, 6, 7.
1 GFI.
Yeah. So that's the play.
Yep.
It just is. Yeah, it just is.
You could, yeah, and you've got your, is it 1 remaining sink? Yeah, well, the other's stunned, so.
Yeah.
Is that good enough? No, right.
No, we just take the block. I wouldn't even have pushed her. Excuse me.
It's been a long stream, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the break tackle. You might as well take this hit if you can. And he skulls it. Okay.
Well, the break tackle theoretically would have been a double 1 as well.
Yeah. They're different dice though, right?
Yeah, I know. The chance of the break tackle failing is the same.
Yeah. That'll do. I'll try to get more hits out of it though. Yeah, he goes for the more hits. Yeah. But he has to take this with the rookie catcher now, right? Oh no, he can hit out from the crocs. Yeah, okay. It doesn't get it. So now it's up to the rookie catcher to do it if he wants to use because he has to use the tackle mighty blow on the skink. And he's nobody else free to make that hit.
Yeah.
So this is what happens when you make double hits. Like he could have just shoved it away and it would have been fine. So now it's gone, and now he has to blitz with the ball carrier.
Oh right, yeah, because he did it with the
He had to hit the wrong one. So he went. If he just pushed it away at the start and not gone for the extra hits, he would have had that mighty blow tackle free to make that hit.
That's two GFIs.
What?
If you're going to blitz with the ball carrier.
Oh yeah. But yeah, that's if it gets a power and knocks it out of the way, which it doesn't. But the block is fine. But now it's not in range.
Right. Yeah. Because yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. I mean, getting safe from this.
He has to retreat. He's not in range, right?
On. No, he's not in range. No, he has to. Maybe.
Hit with the wrong guys. See what I mean earlier?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're back again.
Yeah, just stand next to wrestle. For fuck's sake. I mean, yeah, it's 2 dice uphill. So what?
Wanderer asks, is it possible he's not aware it's sudden death?
I mean, I don't know. Is he drunk? Is another possibility. It is Saturday night. We've all met Sean.
I mean, realistically, if he watches the VOD back, what are the chances he gets this far?
Yeah.
Very slim.
Yeah. It's not like it would hit his face. He's fucking about 4 whatever bottles into sake.
So
I'm assuming they have a name. The bottles in which sake is prepared. So agility bearer makes the dodge. Yeah. Just stays there to tie up mighty blow tackle man. I mean, it's the wrestle hit, right?
Yeah. Can he get any assists? Probably not.
It is 3 dice up.
It's 3 dice up. No, that's not great.
Not.
Is there a block with the Crocs that comes? The Crocs has guard. No, but it doesn't matter. He's on the wrong side.
Can't get over to.
But he neutralizes now.
No, because you'll be pushing a guard onto him.
Right.
And it's likely it's just a push as well.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, there's
Oh,
okay.
okay.
That's the hit.
He's
Okay.
decided maybe Saigorei is so in love with making blocks that it's not the worst thing in the world to go stand in the way.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back. What have I missed?
The
chess has become more 3D. That's for
yeah.
sure.
So were you here when he didn't score? You were. He had an option to score and didn't.
I was there. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the following turn, the ball got taken off him, and then he went for more hits instead of trying to get the ball carrier down. He could have freed his mighty blow tackle to make a hit on the sidestep skink to be able to get the ball carrier down and double GFI in, but instead went for more hits with the ball carrier or with the mighty blow tackle. Both downed with the is an injury, both downed with the ball carrier, and as a result, not 3 GFIs away. So he retreated up and stood next to Wrestle. Wrestle just had an opportunity to make it 3 dice uphill. I mean, it's a big ask, but there wasn't really much else on.
I like what he's done instead, though.
Very good.
Because I'm not a bit. I hate 2 dice uphill. 3 dice uphill. No, thank you.
I mean,
they are a lot safer than they actually seem.
Yeah, it's a lot safer than it seems. He's got rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the chance of there being a skull is 50%, right?
No, it isn't.
On
3 dice? Maybe. But
chance of
on
one
2
of them being a 1.
It's about like 42 or something. I mean, it's not. It's better than puncher. Like 2 dice uphill with block is better than a 3+ dodge.
Will he do now a 1-team blitz? No, he can't do that.
Well,
it's 48%, right? It's 16% times 3. But yeah, I take your point about the 2 dice and the blocking and stuff like that. But it's still 3 dice.
Yeah.
There's a good chance the opponent is going to be able to. There's a 48% chance the opponent is going to have a skull to choose from.
Yeah, that's right. That's correct. But sometimes it's the right call.
Yeah. I mean, if that is,
game.
Yeah.
As soon as you learn what the rules of the game are, you know when it's appropriate to break them. So it's when you're learning how to play the game, don't roll any red dice.
Yeah.
But once you're kind of confident with what's going on, it's totally fine.
Yeah.
But I'd say that in the same way that I'd go, you can dodge over here, but you're an orc, so don't do it.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't like this.
No.
I mean, it worked, but I don't like it.
It's one of those rules where it's great for a beginner, but as soon as you get into it.
But I think what I'm saying is, I think that I can understand Aenghus making the decision that he didn't want to take the coin flip, and that he thought that he could stabilize his defense well enough with the crocs, and that Saigorei would continue to faff around making blocks.
I agree. The way the board state has been, yeah, you're quite right. It was very likely that he could have got away.
Yeah.
If he wasn't going to do that, though, he shouldn't have stood the guy up because he just got sacked.
Yeah, and I think that what we're seeing now here is that was the wrong decision, because Saigorei is going to be able to. He's rolling around the side a little, and
see, I mean,
you say that,
he hasn't gone as far. Yeah, he hasn't gone as far as I thought he might.
Yeah, he still has a GFI to be made, and he still has there's a shitter chick on that Crocs, and he has, the Crocs can get around that.
Yeah, just blitz and tag, or even try the 5+ dodge with Soros to just try to push the ball back 1 square.
Yeah. Blitz tag is probably good. Just get the side stepper over there as well. Is there anybody on that Soros on the line? At the bottom?
Yeah, I think there is, yeah.
There is, yeah. She's still there. I swear to God, Soros armor has been fucking ridiculous this game. Yeah. He went full Quats Armor 9.
It is a possibility indeed that he actually doesn't know that this is sudden death.
Yeah, I really hoping that's not the case. Because it's literally just about to be a D6. But this is his last turn. He still has a GF. Yeah, blitz and tag and get the fucking skink through. And there's a good chance this goes to kick. Super exciting game, though. I'm glad we watched it.
Yeah, I mean, there was one other that was down to the last turn, but a lot of them have been over by turn 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That does nothing, does it?
No, it doesn't. Well, no, it doesn't. It doesn't do anything. It's still a GFI. He needs to make the GFI. But
you have
no,
to?
because if he makes a GFI, one
yeah,
GFI down,
then you go through the middle.
Ooh. No, but you don't blitz forward, you make pathworks.
He just made the 5+ dodge away.
He got
but
that.
he should have tried to push the ball backwards.
Yeah. Okay. Look, at least he didn't push him forwards. So now it's a 3+, 5+. And the skink.
It is still chainable forwards.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
I mean, you have to try.
Yeah. Yeah, he's totally got the pieces as well.
So, yeah, you just put up these two spaces, right?
Yeah, but
you can still do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, one space is... No.
Gets that, yeah. Okay, so it's a 2+.
Yeah.
Using the power of accurate to get the injury.
Well, look, there was 5 dices there, 5 d6s, and neither of them was a 1. So, just saying.
A 5, a 6, and a 4. Oh, yeah. I swear to God, he would have been killing trees this whole. Yeah. So.
Ooh.
He makes it.
And he gets it.
Well played, Saigorei. You go through the next round. Commiserations, Aenghus.
Yeah, commiserations, Aenghus. That was the game. Gotta say, Saigorei played better in the first half. It was a really good resurgence from the Lizards in the second. Probably would have been able to capitalize sooner on the blitz had his skinks been brought up. Then he brought them up. Took so many casualties. Yeah, let's not, Sylvan. I'm just kidding. Thanks. Because all of the ones that Sean rolled, because he'll be talking about how his dice were great because his armor rolls were 1s. They were snakes pretty much the entire way through. And in Blood Bowl 2, you roll your own armor. So he'd be like, I rolled loads of 1s. And I'd be like, yes, but they were on your armor. So this is one of the reasons that...
Yeah, and it's hard to look at armor break averages on a Saurus team when there's kind of such an obvious difference between a skink and a
and the dread skill of accurate.
Yeah.
And Fend was the big power the other night. Lest we forget that Fend is a kill skill. So super exciting game. Who is on the other side of that bracket? We've already watched that game, have we not?
Is it the no, it isn't.
No, because PK is by the winner of you and
yeah.
And then in the bottom half of that is
Maybe Sean.
It's the winner
yes,
of it's a Crow Dog and Aiden, so it's Crow Dog.
Yep, Crow Dog. Yeah.
So Crow Dog versus the Amazons.
That'll be a fun game to watch.
That's going to be super fun. Yeah. Crow Dog, of course, down his one of his agility blitzers. and has very lean team as a result. Yeah, let's have a quick look at that, Sylvan, if you don't mind. So I think his team's down to like 1,400. There we go. Yeah, 1,400. Well, 1,390 in fact. Missing 2, so we get to add 140 to that. So we're looking at
1540, 1530, 10k too much.
Plus a skill.
We don't know. It'll be 20k on top. So it's like it's
looks like it's going to be tackle.
Exactly. Yeah, you're not wrong. So that's going to be. So he's going to be 15. We reckon. Versus Saigorei's 1850. Yeah. 1860 because he just got a fan factor, but no levels that game.
So he's going to have like 300 TV to play with, which is loads.
Yeah, that's a lot.
A wizard than whatever he wants.
Yeah, not quite enough for 200, which is 10 over the cap he can spend. So probably not really a star player either. Interestingly enough, he could hire a rookie blitzer because one of his blitzers is out. I'm not sure it's adding anything, but
well, if he's able to put some money towards that rookie blitzer having tackle, there will be value.
Yeah. Well, could you get that?
I think that's too expensive, isn't it? I mean, rookie blitzer is 100, isn't it?
Yeah, rookie blitzer is
100, but it's 130 because it's a mercenary, and then the skill is 50, so it's 180. 180 and 150 for the wizard is 330.
There is 330. So
that's a possibility. But there might be more value into another Apple and a Babe.
Yeah, Apple Babe is obvious. But the problem with that is it would be nice to have an actual block tackle guy would be. So
I'm going to wrap up the stream, guys, if that's all right.
Yeah. Lads, thanks so much for hanging out. Really, really fun. Thanks everybody on the stream for hanging out. And what a great game. Well done again to Saigorei for winning. Commiserations to Aenghus. Looking forward to seeing what these guys do next year in the Cup. Looking forward to seeing what Saigorei and Crowdog do in the next round.
Thanks, Scalon. You carried the stream today. It was very useful. Thanks, Shavite. Great to see you, mate. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow night for the game, which is at 9:30, we believe.
Yeah.
I don't know. To be honest, maybe. that will be ideal. Yes.
Okay. We've got at least 3 fans, so you can tell Neve that. So great. See you guys tomorrow, approximately 21:30, for the game between Shavite and Thanatos.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Cheer up. Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.